Nation, what is good? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again. We got Bulls basketball versus the Toronto Raptors. And I mean, here is where things start to get exciting because Bulls basketball is only a week and a half away, waiting for this team to get itself going for the regular season, but they look like they've got some pieces that are already in regular season form. Although still some interesting moves being made by the Chicago Bulls team. Patrick Williams again will come off of the bench. Could this be the role that we see for him in the regular season? It seems like it might be something Billy Donovan might try to do to take some pressure off of P. Will. It's going to be interesting to see if that's going to be his eventual role with the Chicago Bulls. As always, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel talking Bulls, how Bulls talk, so make sure that you get in tune with us, man. Your boy's going dolo here, at least for a little bit, so make sure that you guys are commenting in. I will have your comments up on the screen as well, so make sure that you're rocking with us on that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Who we got in here? We got D in the chat already. Deanna in the building. What's going on, D? Demaya in the building. We got a Demaya in this mug, man. And David in the chat already. Let me get them C-Reds in the chat as we're getting ready for a Sunday in Toronto to make us all fit. Listen, as a Chicago sports fan, right, this is a great way to cap it off because I don't feel bad about what we saw versus the Bears. I'll talk about the Bears later on tonight, but I left that Bears game feeling much better than I felt in the first half, and now we got Bulls basketball. Let's get it cracking. D with the first like. Shout out to D. We got Vern in the chat. Hold on, let me swap this around here. Bow. Gotta make sure this is all set up here, man. Hey, listen. It's been a day full of Chicago sports. At the end of the day, right, whether we win, lose, or draw, doesn't it just feel good to have so much Chicago sports to talk about? Maddie Matt in the chat, what's going on? D said she had the first like. Now who's going to be the next to get one? Shout out to y'all. We got Eagles fans in this mug. Fly, Eagles, fly. We got C-Reds in the chat. Baker with the C-Red. He actually dropped the C-Red. Baki with the C-Red in the chat. What's going on, brother? Oh, man. Here's the thing, right? I am excited about this season coming up. The changes are interesting, but here's what I like from the Chicago Bulls no matter what's happening at the end of the day. If Patrick Williams being put on the bench is his eventual role with this team, takes a little bit of pressure off of P. Will, right? Because now you start to look at him as a bench player. Maybe that's a better role for him development-wise. I don't know if that's going to be the case when the season gets here. But here's the part for me that I like from the coaching staff, that I like from the organization. Billy Donovan is trying to make moves to get wins. Now, are these preseason moves? Yeah. Does it mean it's going to happen in the regular season? Not at all, right? We could go through this whole 2 games of this and, right, Patrick Williams be put right back into the starting lineup. But at the end of the day, we have a franchise that's more focused on winning games and what's going to be the best situation for your team to win games than focused on, hey, we might have made this pick and we've got to stick with this pick no matter what. Again, I'm not saying one way or the other what the Chicago Bulls plan is when Patrick Williams gets here, but I like that at a minimum, this team is looking around and saying, hey, we need players on the court that are going to give us the best chance to win. We'll see what that's going to be. Your starters for today's game, by the way, I would assume it was Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Derrick Jones Jr., and Nikola Vucevic for the Chicago Bulls. So here's the thing. I think we have our answer at the point guard battle. That's one thing that you can look to and say, well, we've got answers here. I think you've got your answer at the point guard battle. You've seen Aldo Sumu come out there every single game. He's never not been the answer at the point. So you're going to see the Bulls pretty much stick with him. Hold on. I got my headphones sitting on this screen over here, so I can't see y'all comments well. There we go. But I think we've got our answer at the point guard battle, right? It's not going to be Dragic. It's not going to be Caruso. You're going to see Ayo Dosunmu in there continuously, and that's going to be his role going into the season. If you've seen 3 games of this, you're not going to see a switch up at the 4th spot, right? Now you're going to see Zach LaVine at the 2. We knew that. DeMar DeRozan at the 3. We knew that. Again, the only question mark right now is what is going to be that 4 spot for you. Again, going to Derrick Jones Jr. is going to be interesting in this game. He adds a little bit more size, definitely gives you the length that P. Will gives you, and maybe a little bit more experience in that situation. But Vooch at the 5, I heard, a kid was talking about getting Vooch in there at the 4 or getting Vooch in there, and I'm just like, bro, like, nah, bro, like this is a lineup that I feel like the Bulls can work with consistently and feel good about, right? Like this is a lineup to me that if I'm talking about kind of where this team is going to be strongest at, you want it to be strongest at that 5 spot, because I think that's a spot where the Bulls really can do the most. And outside of that, right, listen, P. Will coming off of the bench, he's young, he's 20. If that is the case, it's not the end of the world, again, in my opinion. I don't think it's not the situation that you want from your 4th pick in the draft. Herbert Channel's going to be on, I think it's on either NBA, it's on both as well, NBA TV and what's the other one? It's on NBA TV and on NBC Sports Chicago. So tune in with us on that as well. Shout out to you guys for pulling up, man. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe to the page, man. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. We'll be talking Bulls. So here's the schedule for today, right? Today's going to be a full-on schedule. We're going to have a live show breaking down the Bears as well. That'll be after this, but I have to go over and do Locked On Bulls before that. I believe Hayes is going to be back in town, so tune in with that. And right after this game, we're going to have our post game live, and then we'll post that here and over on the Chicago Bulls Breeze. There's a lot of work getting done here on a Sunday, so shout out to everybody showing love in this mug, man. How many likes we got on this mug already, man? I'm at y'all heads already. If we not at 50 likes right now, I'm at your heads. Before I get up in here, it better be 50 likes on this mug. Everybody hit that like button, man. How many we got up in here? 70 people in here, 73, 18 likes. 18 likes. I'm at your heads now. Let's get this mug cracking, man. We got Sunday Bulls basketball. If you're not liking it, what are you doing? Bro, and here's NBC taking a sweet time to get this game started again, right? Like, this is what we consistently get from them. They crack me up, bro. And as soon as they bring the game on, it's going to be quick. Boom, here we go. Mixed season, another tough day for Bears fans. I'm sorry, it's not tough. I'm going to be honest with you. As a Bears fan, I feel like this season is about one thing. This season is about development. The season is about continuing to move in the right direction. Today was another step in the right direction. Oh, man. Trying to get this mug to stay up here so I can have the stats and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody in this mug, man. As we're getting ready to get this game underway. Chicago basketball on a Sunday. So Billy Donovan talking about DJJ getting the start. He essentially said that he hasn't gotten in until the 2nd or 3rd quarters in the game, right? Or I'm sorry, the 3rd or 4th quarter in the game. And so now when you're looking at when you want to evaluate a guy, when you want to see kind of where he is, you want to put him in that starting lineup so that he can get in with the 1s and 2s. Listen, I'm going to be real with you, Billy. That sounds good. That sounds real good, right? But Zach LaVine's playing. Ayo's still in the starting lineup. DeMar's still in the starting lineup. Vooch is still in the starting lineup, right? Like, it's clear to us that that's the one position you don't feel secure at. He did say that there was some flexibility in that spot as well. And also still not going to play the 6'10 guy. I'm just saying, he's 6'10", and we can't get Marco on the court for a little bit, man. I don't know. I'm not buying it. As we're getting ready to get this game underway, let me get them C-Reds in the chat before the opening tip. I need to see 50 C-Reds in the chat before the opening tip. Let's go, baby. Let me get the starting lineup here for Toronto for y'all. Starting lineup for the Raptors in this one. Siakam, Trent Jr., Fred VanVleet, Scotty Barnes, and OG Anunoby. Here comes the opening tip. Tip is up. Toronto's got the win on that, and here comes Siakam bringing the ball up. Now, Trent Jr., who's been really good there for him, over to VanVleet. Pull up three to start the game. Cash over Ayo Dosunmu. Early start to this game, man. The three-point line is something the Bulls have struggled to guard against here in preseason a little bit as they go to Vooch early, trying to keep Vooch out of the paint. They drop this off now to Ayo Dosunmu, right wing. Ayo, low crossover behind the back, double team coming his way. Gets it over to DeMar DeRozan. DeMar left wing, pull up, mid-range, got the foul call, couldn't get it to go. That foul's going to be on Trent Jr. early, so DeMar will be at the free throw line. Yami, what's going on, man? Shout out to everybody pulling up. Who all we got up in here, man? We got Rex in the chat. Rex Smith in the building. Marco should change his name and tell Billy he's a new free agent on the team. Only way for him to get 10 minutes. Bro, that's what it's looking like, brother. I'm not going to lie to you. That's what it's looking like. DeMar putting up the first of two, able to get that one to go. We got a question in here. Dan Mila saying, C-Red, should we trade for Draymond Green or nah? Here's the thing. You know what Draymond wants. You know what kind of money Draymond wants. I love him as a glue guy. I'm not saying I wouldn't like to have him on the team, but you're not going to have... unless they just try to get him as Fred VanVleet trying to blow past Ayo and picking up the foul there, it's going to be on the floor. You know that they're going to have suitors for a guy like Draymond Green. I'm not saying it's going to take everything in the world to get him, but I don't know if the Bulls are going to be able to get him right away. Here's now coming off the screen, 3-2 right now. Fighting, getting his way in there. Scotty Barnes couldn't get that one to go, but got the foul call. And he'll be at the line. What is going on with the scoreboard here? The scoreboard is on there, but it don't look like... I don't know about that one, bro. That looked pretty clean. Is Barnes able to get that one to go? Let me see here. Let me double check. What's going on there? Oh, do I still have that one up? Hold on. Boom. I got so many tabs open on this mug. Barnes able to get the second, or not able to get the second of two there. Here come the Bulls the other way. Back to the basket. Spin move. DeMar off of the glass. Couldn't get that one to fall. Rebound there by Scotty Barnes. Here comes Scotty Barnes bringing the ball up now. Kicks it back out. Siakam, pull up three. Couldn't get that one to go. Rebound there by Vooch. And Daniel Jones going down, but couldn't get that one to go. Daniel Jones. Derrick Jones Jr. I'm trying to do too much at once. Here's now down to Barnes. Barnes going up. And a foul call there on Vooch. Again, I thought Vooch straight up and down on that. But they're going to call the foul there. Interesting. Boom. Properties. Let's see. All right, there we go. There we go. Now we got the scoreboard up. Couple of fouls early. I'm not buying either one of them. I thought that was straight up and down. Bretsky all the way out in Australia. What's going on, brother? And so Barnes able to knock down a pair there. 6-2 here early. Here comes Ayo bringing the ball up on the drive, getting downhill off of the glass. Couldn't get that one to fall. Last touch, though, by the Raptors. That's going to remain Bulls ball as it went off of the foot of Siakam. So Ayo and VanVleet matching up here. Couple of Illinois natives. Pump fake here by Zach LaVine. Doesn't take it off of the inbound. Guarded here by Scotty Barnes. Throwing this down to Vooch. Vooch double team coming his way. Vooch kicking it cross court to Ayo. Back up top. 6 on the clock. Up to DeMar. DeMar a little in and out. Pull up. Mid-range. Over. Trent. Cash money. DeMar DeRozan doing what DeMar DeRozan does, baby. Here's now Siakam, guarded here by DJJ, trying to stay in front of him. Siakam backing in, kicks it back up to Barnes. Barnes right side to Trent Jr. Back top of the key to Barnes. Barnes going in the post, turnaround, fadeaway, cash money. Scotty Barnes was a force last season, and I'll tell you what, I think he's just going to continue to keep getting better. I think Toronto's got a really good one in Scotty Barnes. I love the team that's being built around him as well. Here's DeMar DeRozan out top of the key, kicks us out right wing to Zach LaVine. LaVine guarded by Barnes, pull up three, couldn't get that one to go. Fighting for the rebound is Siakam, and Siakam able to come away with it. Here's now Pascal, right side, back to the basket, spin move, pump fake, puts it up, off the glass, can't get the finish there. Rebound there by Vooch, gets it up left side, now to Zach. Zach out to DeMar, DeMar under the bucket, down to Vooch. Vooch getting the lay at the bucket, making it a 2-point game. 8-6 now, 9:14 left to go in the first quarter here. Bulls doing a good job offensively. Here's Van Vliet bringing the ball up, driving down the middle, kicks this underneath the Barnes. Barnes over Vooch, couldn't get the finish there, fighting for the rebound. I think they're going to say last touch by Barnes, but Scotty Barnes saying that was last touch by Vooch. Are we going to have a little discussion here? Is that going to be the end of it? And the officials saying, no, that's Bulls ball. Let's see what we see here. Oh, that's showing, they showing that play. Here's now, drive, downhill. Van Vliet going for the lay, got bumped, no foul call over to Siakam, no, and Siakam coming away with the lay on that one. Here's Ayo Dosunmu bringing the ball up left side, gets it up to Derrick Jones, now right side out to Vooch. Vooch picked up here by Scotty Barnes, trying to create some space. Top of the key is DeMar DeRozan standing at the Raptors logo, over to Vooch. Vooch pull up three, cash money. Vooch has been feeling it from deep all preseason. 10-9, Toronto leads 8:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Keep cooking, boys. Here's now Van Vliet coming off of the screen, low crossover in and out, gets it over to Barnes. Barnes standing at the mid-range here, drops this off to Siakam, pull up mid-range, couldn't get that one to go. Rebound here by LaVine. LaVine pushing the tempo, bringing the ball up left side. Siakam looking to pick him up, low in and out, now taking his time, slowing it down, coming off the screen from Vooch. Back over to Vooch, out to the corner, open, Dosunmu, pull up three. Bulls have the lead. It's a 12-10 game. Ayo Dosunmu knocking down that corner three, and him and Van Vliet doing a little talking back and forth. Here's now OG Anunoby kicking it back up. Trent Jr. wide open, pull up three. He answers right back. Gary Trent Jr. knocking down the tray ball. I think he's an excellent asset for this Bulls team. We got a foul call here that's going to go against Scotty Barnes as they got the ball up to Ayo. He just ran into him, basically. Is rotation defense our biggest flaw? You know what? We'll see it kind of in this game, right? Looks like it's starting off with a little bit of a struggle, but also you inserted Derrick Jones Jr. into the lineup today where you had Javonte Green last time. And here's now DeMar top of the key. DeMar taking his time, guarded here by Siakam, 7 on the clock, pulls up in the face of Siakam, cash. DeMar DeRozan just jaying it in his face. Hey, anytime DeMar gets to play in Toronto, you know he wants to put on a show. Here's Van Vliet now coming off the screen, getting downhill, puts up the float over Vooch, cash money. I would say this, right? As now bad inbound pass there by Zach, blocked from behind by DeMar, but a foul came. And Zach basically just threw, was that Zach or was that Ayo that just threw it to nobody? DeMar wasn't paying attention. Zach, or got to see who inbounded that one. The one thing that I will say about our rotation defense is it's going to take a second to adjust if you're swapping guys in and out. But I do like that. I like what we saw from it last game. They just not going to show. That's the one thing about NBC, bro. Like, when the Bulls make a mistake, they not going to show it again. As Van Vliet able to knock down the and one. Yeah, I think that was Zach that inbounded that, right? Here's LaVine now, top of the key, coming off the screen, gets us down to DJJ, out to the corner, open DeMar, pull up three, over Anunoby, couldn't get that one, rebound no by Derrick Jones Jr. and stolen away by Van Vliet, got him sleeping. Now here's Anunoby, kicks it out to the corner and stolen, bad pass there by Anunoby, and DeMar has it, up to Ayo to Derrick Jones, up and under, off the glass, lay, 17-16, not a lot of defense here early. Here's Trent Jr. now out to the corner, Anunoby with the ball, little crossover, trying to get past Vooch, little bump came. No foul call. Out to Siakam left side. Up to Van Vliet. They're going to slow things down. Now coming off the screen. Van Vliet picked up here by Derrick Jones, left wing. Throwing it down now to Siakam, guarded by Ayo. Ayo doing a great job on him. Forces him to pick up the dribble out to Trent Jr. 3 on the clock. Pull up. Mid-range. He got that one to go. But you know what? The Bulls did a lot of good work defensively there. That rotational defense like we were just talking about, that's it on display. That's what you want to see. Now Zach stops, pulls up. Can't get that one to fall. The shot's been a little bit off for Zach LaVine in preseason. Here's now drive. Siakam driving into the chest of DJJ. Couldn't get that one, but got his own rebound and puts it back up. 21-16 Bulls trail here. Here's now LaVine with the ball, guarded here by Scotty Barnes on the drive, getting downhill, kicking it back up to DeMar. DeMar out to the corner to Ayo, but stolen away by Van Vliet. Van Vliet to Trent, and DeMar just taking the foul there as he was trying to make the pass back to Van Vliet. And we're going to get a timeout here on the floor. Bulls trailing right now 21-16. Shane saying, I don't like how we're playing. It looks too reckless out there. Yeah, right now they look a little bit disjointed, a little bit sloppy, right? Got to get it together. I like the defensive rotation on the last play. I thought that was the defensive look. You got to build off of that, but you can't have turnovers either. Can't have those turnovers either. Lex Axel saying Zach's riding a bike uphill with no gears. Preseason mode. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I don't expect any of it. That's the weird thing about like preseason. And I feel like we haven't seen it in so long, right? Because when we had like the Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler Bulls, you had Tom Thibodeau who was like, go hard no matter what. You have to kill people in preseason. Play up, right? Like you had that going hard in that situation. But then on top of that, right, like you get the Fred Van Vliet Bulls where they're just not Fred Hoiberg Bulls where they're just not good enough to lollygag through preseason, and so they have to play hard because you're actually trying to see what the team has and what kind of issues there's going to be. Then you had Jim Boylan's Bulls where they were just trash. So it's been a while since we've seen a real like, hey, our team's good coming into this, and so they're not going to go as hard. And I think that's kind of what you're seeing this year. Like you've got guys that absolutely want to win. Over 100 in the chat. No. You've got guys that absolutely want to win, but then you've also got guys that are like, bro, listen, we just trying to get to the regular season 100% healthy. We trying to get these shots up. Coach T, what's good, man? Hey, Coach T, we gotta talk business, brother. I got a business proposition for you. I know that's a weird spot to bring it up, but hey, you here, I'm here. We'll talk business offline, of course, but Baki says Gary Trent Jr. always gives us problem every time we play him. No, Gary Trent, yeah. Gary Trent is such a good asset for this Toronto Raptors team. I really think, right, if you just see Scotty Barnes take that step that a young player can take, you're going to see problems at that up in Toronto where they're just gonna there's gonna be so many weapons there, right? Because right now you're essentially relying on Fred Van Vliet to be your biggest weapon. If Scotty Barnes takes over that role and Van Vliet can kind of be the off guy, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's gonna be a dangerous team. So Trent Jr. gonna get a shot. Are they in the bonus? Trent Jr. at the line. I don't know why he's at the line. It can't be a take foul situation because he's got everybody there. All right. 22-16 Bulls trail here. Gary Trent Jr. looking to knock down the second of two and does. Bulls going to get the ball here now. Patrick Williams in the game along with Alex Caruso. This was a lineup that did really well. You've got Kobe White. You've got DeMar still in the game. So not the full lineup, but the combination of P. Will. Here's DeMar now driving down, gets it up to Caruso. Caruso on the drive, downhill, over to DeMar. Couldn't get that one. Got it blocked, kicks it out to the corner. P. Will, pull up three. Oh, he missed everything on that. Relax. Here's now Trent Jr. pull up 3 cash. My bad. That was Van Vliet on that one. And now it's a 10-point game. Bulls down 26-16. Here's Vucci now bringing the ball up, kicks this over to DeMar. DeMar on the drive, and a foul call came in there against Siakam. $110 in here, 38 likes, man. If y'all ain't done so, hit that like button. Here's Caruso, cross court to Kobe White, back up to Vooch. Vooch now dropping it back off to Kobe, top of the key now to DeMar DeRozan. Coming off the screen here from P. Will. They're trying to get it back to him. Couldn't find a lane to get it to him. Up to Kobe. 7 on the shot clock. Kobe White's got to go. Coming off of the screen. Little attack. Getting to the bucket. Kicks it down to Caruso. Caruso at the bucket on the lay. I like that. 26-18 now. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter. Want to see the Bulls kind of clamp up defensively, and I think that's why you're seeing P. Will and Caruso get in here with this lineup. Here's now Anunoby with the ball, jab step, spin move on Kobe White, turn, fade, left it short, rebound there by DeMar DeRozan. Here's DeMar now taking his time, bringing the ball up. He's got Siakam guarding him, trying to blow past him, and does. Puts it up high off of the glass, got the finish there. No foul call, and he's got to get up. He does. Here's now Siakam pushing the tempo, going to be picked up here by Vucci out to the corner to Anunoby. Back up top here, Scotty Barnes with it now, picked up by Kobe White, throwing it down now. Right side, here's Siakam guarded by Vooch. Vooch trying to stay in front of him. Good spin move by Siakam at the bucket. Here's now Kobe, gets this up to Caruso. Oh, nice little jab step. Drops this off the Vooch for the two-hand jam. Woo! Kobe getting it to Caruso over to Vooch for the two-hand jam. I like that. Here's Trent Jr. now picked up here by Alex Caruso, knocked away by P. Will, but recovered by the Raptors. Van Vliet, top of the key, driving on Kobe, step back, pull up 3. Couldn't jay it in his face that time, but it looked like it was on line. 28-22. Bulls down 6 here, 3:13 to go. DeMar DeRozan with the ball, gets his top of the key to Vooch. Vooch left side to Kobe White. Kobe guarded by Van Vliet, back top of the key to Vooch. Vooch blowing past everybody out to the corner, pull up 3. Caruso couldn't knock that one down. Vooch gets the rebound, up to Kobe. Kobe, deep 3, left that one short. Rebound there by Scotty Barnes. Here's Scotty Barnes, drops this off to Trent Jr., left wing. Now trying to get downhill, gets it back up top to the wing to Barnes. Back down to Trent, back to Barnes, floater, couldn't knock that one down, rebound there by Kobe White. Here's Kobe looking to attack the middle a little bit. Drops this to Caruso. He's got the up and under laid. A lot of tough buckets in the paint here for the Bulls, but they're attacking downhill quite a bit. 24-28. Bulls down 4 here. 2:34 left to go here in the first quarter. Bulls fighting their way back into this one, and you see the defensive intensity absolutely picking up when P. Will and Caruso come onto the court. Rage is saying, seems like coach is finally realizing P. Will don't give the team what it needs at the starting 4 spot. Took way too long. Well, I mean, he didn't play it all last season, so how long did it take? He played the 3 his rookie year. He played 17 games last year, and we're in preseason. Raging is P. Will's #1 hater. So shout out to Ranger for keeping that same energy. I think, listen, he put him to the bench. 2 games in a row is telling. I don't know if that's going to be the end-all, be-all position for him, but 2 games in a row, you're probably not starting the season with him as your starting 4 if you're doing that much moving around. I don't know if Javonte's the answer. 2 years. He played the 3 his rookie year. What are you talking about, Ranger? He was the small forward his rookie year. He played the 4 last season. Oh, man. Should have been on a second unit from the start. Like I said, Raging's our resident P. Will hater, man. Shout out to Raging for keeping that same energy. As we're on a break here, 28-24. Shane says he still thinks P. Will be in the starting lineup this season. Listen, here's the thing we know with Billy Donovan. Nothing is forever. Billy's going to mess with that lineup. Billy's going to tweak that lineup. He's going to try and get the best lineup to get wins on the floor. You know what I mean? I just look at it as I like having a coach that's more focused on wins than he is focused on players' positions where they were drafted or what players bring or what players' names bring to a starting lineup or different things like that, right? Like, I like that we have a coach that at a minimum is looking at this and is like, hey, at the end of the day, I want to win, and I want the best lineup out there that's going to give us a chance to win. So we see another lineup change here. Drummond now on the floor for the Chicago Bulls. And here's Banton into the game. Banton's somebody that absolutely got cooking versus us last season as well. Up to Trent Jr. Trent, guarded now by P. Will, kicks it underneath, up and under, float, easy money. Thaddeus Johnson, welcome back. We miss you, Thad. I'm not going to lie to you. I still miss you, Thad Young. Here's now Caruso coming off of the screen, guarded here by Thaddeus Johnson. Gets this over to Zach. Zach, step back, pull up. That's going to be a mid-range, but able to knock that one down. A long two on that one. 30-26. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Thad on the drive, guarded by Drummond. Drummond knocking it away. Kicks this out to the corner. Almost stolen away by Caruso. Wait, they are going to say that was knocked away. They're going to say last touch out in the corner by Toronto. Caruso knocked that one away. Good job there. Benton was cooking in Summer League as well, yeah. Benton's got game. Benton's just extremely thin. Here's Kobe White, low in and out, gets this up now to Drummond, over to Levine. Levine on the drive, off the glass, can't get the finish there. Got the foul call. He'll be at the line for a pair. So Zach LaVine will be at the line for a pair here, trying to cut this to a 2-point game. I don't know if I wish we could have kept Thad, but I do wish we could get him back. Yeah, I mean, like, the movement with Thad was good, right? Like, Thad, if I'm not mistaken, was a part of the DeMar trade, right? Like, I don't wish that we held on to him, but I would like to see him back. So Zach only able to get 1 of 2, making this a 3-point game, 1-possession game. Here's now Trent Jr., guarded up top by Caruso, now switched on to by P. Will. Back to the basket, step back, pull up, little body into him, knock that one down. Tough shot by Trent Jr. Kobe White gets this over to Zach LaVine, right side. LaVine guarded here now on the drive, trying to get downhill, kicks it out to the corner to Drummond. Drummond up top to Kobe White. Kobe getting off of the glass, can't get the finish there. Rebound there by Hernan Gomez. That's Bo Cruz, by the way. Me and Kid were having that debate earlier. As they get underneath the Trent Jr. easy lay, Bulls getting killed on the drive. And now here's the steal again by Toronto. Thad Young on the steal down to Banton. Banton getting downhill. Blocked from behind by P. Will off of the glass. That's going to be last touch. Or did they call a goaltend on that? I thought that was clean. So we got a foul as well. P. Will cleared it off of the glass. No goaltend called. So it'll be 2 at the line for Banton. (34-27) Bulls trail here. 33 seconds left in the first. 35-27. Banton making it a 9-point game again. Here comes Caruso bringing the ball up the left side. Caruso guarded here by Hernan Gomez. Bo Cruz, as you will. Up top now to Zach LaVine. LaVine looking to make a move. Bad pass downhill, stolen away by Thad Young, and Thad getting that one knocked away by P. Will. But that'll be Toronto ball with the shot clock off. Cornelius, what's going on, brother? Did your Raiders get a win today, Cornelius? I didn't even see. Here's now Hernan Gomez. Dropping this one off here to Banton. Banton, top of the key, guarded now by Paypayl, taking his time, letting the clock wind down. Here comes a screen now from Thad Young. My bad, that's Kobe on him. On the drive, Banton puts up the float over Kobe. Cash money. It's an 11-point game. 3 seconds on the clock. Up to Paypayl. 2, 1. Puts it up off the glass. Couldn't get the finish there. And so an 8-0 run to close out the quarter. And an 11-point lead for the Toronto Raptors as we're heading into the second quarter. I don't know what Zach's doing. Zach is playing really bad. Zach is playing like it's preseason. Again, it's preseason. I don't know if y'all know this, but it's preseason. Oh, y'all play tomorrow? Okay. All right. Zach has a -12, worst on the team. Here's the thing that I will say about plus minus, right? Plus minus is a terrible stat for basketball. It's why I almost never use it when you're talking about players. Because if your team around you is playing poorly, your plus minus is going to be much worse. And if your team around you is playing amazingly, your plus minus is going to be much better. I'm not saying that it's a stat that's unusable in basketball, but it's a really, really tough stat in basketball because there's so many things plus minus is really just a hockey stat. Like, it's really a hockey stat. You know what I mean? Like, in hockey, everything you do in a goal can be based off of you making or being in the right position. In basketball, so many things can go wrong on a play, and people can still score because they're just that good that I almost never use plus minus in basketball. You hear me on Locked On Bulls or even on here, I almost never bring up plus minus because it's like, okay, but what were guys doing around that, guys? Here's Kobe White now left side, attacking downhill, able to get the float there. Good shot by Kobe White. 38-29, Bulls trail here by 9. Van Vliet bringing the ball up, coming off the screen. Double screen here. Zach LaVine picking up Van Vliet. We got an off-ball screen. We got a moving screen. I think this is going to go against Thad Johnson. Thad Young. I really think this man's name is Thad Johnson, yo. Thad Young. Here's now Caruso bringing the ball up, left side, now getting back to the middle, dropping this off and stolen away almost by Van Vliet, but Caruso able to get the ball back, kicking this to the corner, open, Patrick Williams, pull up 3, he got that one to fall. And I'll tell you what, man, it really does just come down to aggression with Paypayl. Like, I can't say I don't understand why Billy Donovan's looking at other options there in that starting lineup. Here's now the drive by Fred VanVleet, right side, kicking us up top to Hernan Gomez, open, Thad Young, pull up 3, Cash Money answering right back. I can't say I don't understand why Billy might be looking at other options there, because you can see it with Paypayl. He's got all the skill. He's got all the talent in the world. Here's now the drive. Kobe White getting downhill. Looked like he tried to rise up for the dunk, but couldn't get that one to go. Down to Banton. Now Banton up and under lay. Good finish. And the foul And he'll be at the line for one more. P. Will's just got to be more aggressive. You got to show that you want it, man. You got to show that you want to be in the starting lineup. I get it. Billy Donovan's like, I love that he's a guy that's for the team. That ain't aggressive enough when you're just for the team. Sometimes you got to want your spot more than somebody else wanting your spot. 43-32. 44-32. Bulls down 12 here. P. Will getting the ball into Caruso. Caruso bringing the ball up right side. Now getting back to the middle, guarded here by Banton. Looking to get this down to Drummond. Drummond with the ball. Top of the key with Thad. Spin move. Drops this off to P. Will. P. Will coming off the screen. Picked up by Thad. Lost the handle on that. Got it knocked out from behind by Banton. Here's Van Vliet. Up right side to Banton. Dropping it back off to Van Vliet. Throwing it down now to Thad. Thad back up top to Banton. And we got an offensive foul. Oh, the shot clock tweet. Here's now Van Vliet, top of the key, guarded now by P. Will. Kicks it out right side to Hernangomez, throwing it down here. 44-32 Raptors. Achua trying to get the ball there, going up, and couldn't get the rebound was the Bulls, but now Drummond coming away with it and kicks it out right side to Caruso. Gets this over. Kobe, open. P. Will, pull up, three. Couldn't knock that one down. 1 for 3 from the three-point line. Haven't seen him do too much more but shoot the three. Little crossover here by Banton out to the corner. Open. Hernangomez, three. Can't knock that one down. Another rebound there by Drummond. Here's now Caruso, left side, throwing this down to Kobe. Kobe up top now to Andre Drummond. Drummond, little in and out. Throws this out to Kobe, left wing. Now down to Drummond. Drummond attacking downhill. Kicks it out to the corner to P. Will. Up to an open Zach LaVine. Good ball movement. Zach just rimmed out on that one. That one hit the back, the front, and rimmed out. Drummond came away with the rebound, got it knocked out of his hands. And the Bulls doing a good job with the ball movement offensively. Again, you keep moving the ball. You're not playing the one-on-one game. You're going to get a lot of opportunities. Now the inbound pass, we got a kicked ball here, yeah. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. 44-32, Bulls trail here by 12. 146 in the building. How many likes we got on this giant right now, man? 53 likes, man. Let's get this mug up, man. Let's get over 100 likes for the half. Let's get over 100 likes for the half. What? LaVine throwing the oop to Caruso. Caruso got grabbed on the way up, but no foul call came. Kicking this out to the corner now. Oh, Thad Young, pump fake jab step. Bad pass there up top. Banton with the able to recover it. And now here's Van Vliet coming the other way. Van Vliet on the drive, trying to get downhill. Kicks it up to the corner. Thad open, thought about passing it. Now guarded by Zach LaVine. Low Euro, up and under. Can't get the finish there. Rebound by P. Will up to Caruso. Looking a little disjointed here as both teams in the second quarter. Here's now Zach losing the handle on that one. Just lost the handle on it. Good Lord. And now Van Vliet running into P. Will, and that's going to be a foul call there. And I think that's 3 on P. Will, if I'm not mistaken. That's 2 on P. Will right there. So Van Vliet will be looking to get the inbound here. Here's Banton now. Looking to come off the screen. Drive downhill, putting it up off the glass. Can't get the finish. Rebound there by the Bulls. Strong play inside. Drummond holding on to the rebound. Gets it left side now to DeMar, who's checked back into the game. DeMar DeRozan now guarded by Banton on the drive. Back up top. Drummond open. Pull up 3. Andre Drummond. Cash money. Drummond, let's go, baby. Wide open. Here's Van Vliet now guarded by Dosumu. Absolute moving screen by Scotty Barnes. No call there. Getting it back up to Banton. Banton right side now. Open, pull up 3. Left that one short. Barnes with the rebound. Fighting with Io for it. Out to Van Vliet. Deep 3. Couldn't get that one. Rebound there by Drummond. Here's now Out to the corner. Derrick Jones, pull up 3. Can't get that one to go. And rebound there by Toronto. 35-44. They throw this down to a lot of trouble, and they call a foul here. And that's going to be against Coby White. Interesting. No, it's not. Okay, it's going to be against Scotty Barnes. Ernest says, be careful how you protect Zach. Pat, the designer dude's handles are horrible. Never said they were good. I just said I'm not worried about Zach LaVine in the beginning of the season. I've talked about Zach's handles on this show a lot of times. I've actually criticized that as the one thing that he needs to protect often. Or the one thing that he needs to improve upon often. Ain't no protection here. I'm just talking about what's actually happening. You know, it's preseason, right? Like, there's a lot of guys that have had off games in preseason, and, like, we're not freaking out about it. I really hope Zach gets his handles. Hey, listen, yeah, the handles is Zach's worst thing. But you could put up a lot of points and have a struggling handle, just as Jaylen Brown. You can be a top player in the league and have a struggling handle, just as Jaylen Brown. Hey, bro, Andre Drummond with the tray ball is hilarious, bro. Did he really do the after he knocked down the shot? Is that what we're doing? Jonathan says, I know it's preseason, but the regular season is only 2 games away, and guess what? There are 82 games to go. The one thing that I'll say that really showed me last season, I'm not saying, right, like I know everything coming into these and doing these live calls. I don't, right? I learn a lot of things every year. The one thing that I learned last season was DeMar DeRozan basically saying that teams don't really care what you do until after the All-Star break. Before the All-Star break, it's a lot of, hey, let me just keep myself here. Let me play well. Let me keep moving in the right position, kind of get ourselves positioned. And the second half of the season is when teams care about where you're at, is when teams really turn it on, right? Because it's where they know everything they need to know about themselves, and it's when the other team knows and it's when they know enough about you for them to attack you consistently. So I'm really excited for this season, but I'm now realizing that more emphasis needs to be put on how a team looks after the All-Star break, especially right away, kind of, because you'll see teams come out and try to attack you more so then, because you that's kind of your iconic point, right? Like, honestly, like if you look at it, your major point in the preseason has to be, or I'm sorry, in the regular season is right before the playoffs, when you're talking about like right after All-Star break, maybe 20 games, 30 games. And then after that, teams stop playing. So realistically, you get 30 games of let's play for real basketball. And here's Io now with the ball top. The key drops this down to Vooch. Vooch backing. Double team came his way over to DeMar. Back up to Kobe. Kobe getting to the middle. And what do we get called here? They call a carry? Because the Bulls have 10 turnovers here. (44-35). Here's now OG Anunoby gets this out. Right side now to Achua. Pull up, mid-range. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by DeMar DeRozan. 44-35. Here's DeMar now coming off of the screen. Guarded here by Achua. Euro step. Back up to Vooch. Vooch out to the left side. Jab step there by Derrick Jones Jr. Gets it back up top to Coby White. Kobe on the drive. Now throwing it down to Vooch. Vooch guarded here by Siakam. Backing. Double team coming his way. Coby White pull up 3. Couldn't knock that one down. And here's the thing, right? That's the one thing that you have to look at is now a bad play there. And the Bulls come away with the ball. Kobe looking to attack. Pull up. Mid-range. Rimmed out. Over Scotty Barnes, and Scotty Barnes with the rebound there. 44-35, Bulls down 9. Barnes now guarded by Aldasumu. Double team came his way. as Trent Jr. now pull up over DeMar Cash. I mean, here's the thing for me, right? Like, I'm excited about what I'm seeing from Vooch here early, but in this game, you're seeing teams kind of say, hey, guess what? We're going to double team the paint as the Bulls have a turnover there. And Vooch is trying to kick it out to the open guy. This is, again, where you have to have guys that can knock down shots. Right now, the Bulls aren't knocking down shots. Is that one thrown away? That's going to be Bulls. It's going to be Bulls ball. If he does it in the preseason, he did it all last year. Delusional, and I'm a Bulls fan. Oh, no, I'm not saying that Zach's handles are going to be great, bro. But I'm not tripping over it right now. And I've seen guys with mid-handles be really good players in the NBA Finals last season. As here's DeMar, crossover, up and under, got the lay and one. He'll be at the line for one more. I just don't want to build bad habits in preseason. I mean, I don't know if it's a habit. I mean, I think that's just his game right now, right? The handle is the one thing that he needs to improve upon. I've said that all offseason. I said that's the one thing that I really want to see him do. But he was still a top 15 scorer in the NBA, top 12 scorer, honestly, in the NBA last year with a bad knee and bad handles. As here's now, Scotty Barnes dropping this off to Pascal Siakam. Siakam guarded here now by Ayo. Good switch there, good rotation, getting downhill, going up, got the shot to fall there. It's a 10-point game, 48-38. Bulls trail here, 5:19 left in the second. Here's now Ayo blowing past everybody out to the corner. Kobe, step back, pull up, three. He got that one to fall. And that's what you want to see. That's what you need to see. That's how you keep Vooch relevant in these games. You need guys that can knock down shots. You knock down those three-pointers. The Bulls 4 for 10 from the three-point line. You knock down three-pointers, guess what? You can't double-team Vooch in the paint. So they kick this down to Chua, throwing the float over Vooch. Couldn't get that one to fall. Rebound there by Vooch, 48-41. Here's DeMar on the drive, up and under, off the glass. Couldn't get the lay. And he'll be at the line for a pair. Zach's a max guy, but this is DeMar team. Why do you care? Why does it matter? If it is DeMar's team or if it is Zach's team. Are the Bulls winning? If the Bulls are winning, why do you care? That's what it comes down to. Are we winning or are we losing? I've watched multiple seasons of us losing. I don't care how we're winning, as long as we're winning. 48-43 here. Here's the drive by Siakam, kicking his back up to Anunoby, out to the corner. Anunoby getting the ball out to Van Vliet. Now back up to Anunoby. Pull up, mid-range, Cash over DeMar DeRozan. Tough shot. 50-43, and here's Zach LaVine bringing the ball up. LaVine guarded here now by Junior. Gets it out right side to Vooch. Back up to Zach. Zach coming off the screen. Good pass down to Vooch. Out to the corner. DeMar open. Euro step underneath. DeMar should have took the three. DeMar should have took the three. Is now here's Anunoby. Thought there was contact coming from Zach. Zach didn't provide any. Now Zach LaVine out to Ayo. Pull up three. Couldn't knock that one down. How did the NBA come up with an 82-game schedule? I don't know. Money? And another missed three there by Siakam and a rebound there by Vooch. 50-43 out to LaVine. LaVine now on the drive stop. Back up to Ayo. He thought about a three, doesn't take it, gets downhill, puts the float off the glass, couldn't get the finish there. He knew he missed that one. He just ran back to the defensive side. 50-43 here. Bulls trail. Tough shooting night here. Spin move by Siakam. Got the foul call there. Do you see Green getting a payday this offseason? I don't think anybody will give him max money. I just don't think his game is that same level game. I'm not saying he couldn't go to another team and play well, I'm not saying he couldn't go to another team and still give you that Draymond energy, right? But I'm not giving you max money to do that. As Siakam couldn't get the first of 2 free throws to go. Bulls right now shooting at 43% from the field, 33% from the three-point line. Toronto shooting at 47% from the field, 36% from the free throw line or from the three-point line. But Toronto getting to the free throw line 6 times tonight for 10 of 12. Bulls getting there 4 times, and they're 6 of 7. Here's Ayo Dosunmu bringing the ball up now, 51-43. Ayo throwing this down. Bad pass by Ayo, stolen away by Anunoby. Turnovers is the topic of this game, and they continue to pile up here. 53-43. Bulls have 11 turnovers. How many turnovers here? Hold on. 13 turnovers. My bad, is an easy bucket there for the Bulls. 13 turnovers. And Toronto has 10 points off of those turnovers. They throw this down now. Scotty Barnes, double team came his way, guarded by P. Will and Ayo. Couldn't get anything up there, but couldn't get the rebound. Are the Bulls, and now Toronto with the ball. Siakam, low jab step, getting downhill, driving, blocked away by Ayo Dosunmu. And now Ayo getting this one up to Zach LaVine, left side. LaVine guarded here by Trent Jr. Back to the basket, back up top to Vucci. They tried to reset the post, and another turnover by the Bulls. Here's Trent Jr. coming across, and Ayo picking up the foul there. As he came across, and Trent Jr. in the stands taking a second, but I think he's going to be okay. And the Bulls' passing has been terrible to this point in the first half. I mean, multiple turnovers. And I mean, just not putting enough zip on them. You're trying to reset the post. They're doing the right thing. You're getting the mismatches in the post, but you're not resetting the post well. Shout out to everybody pulling up and showing love, man. We got a lot of content coming to you over on the Windy City Breeze. Doing the live call here, then we'll be doing the post-game show. And then after all of that, we'll be logging back on a little bit later to do our daily show for this evening, breaking down what the Bears have going on and what we saw from today's game. A lot of interesting opinions on that, man. So make sure that you guys tune in and show love on that as well. Frank Jose, the entry passes are terrible. Yeah, they're awful. Knowledge Untamed. Vooch needs help in the paint for a finals run. Marco could have brought it off of the bench after training with Vooch all offseason, but they won't play him. We don't know, right? It's one of those things where it looks good. It sounds good, right? Like Marco coming in seems like he would be the main guy, 6'10", put on a little bit of weight this offseason, showed you a little something in the summer league. But maybe there's something they're seeing that's in this rotation that Marco's not providing. I don't know. So we're getting ready to get this game back underway. I'm here for all the Marco slander. Hey, man. Marco didn't get dunked on in the last game. That's all I can say well for. That's all that I can say well for. I like how Eddie turned it into a hashtag. Drummond is a gem for this team. Hashtag upgrade from Thompson. All right. As we're getting back into this game here. 54-45, Bulls trail 55-45 after the free throw. 10-point game. It's pretty consistently been a 10-point game for the Bulls here as they get this left side to DeMar. Right side, now Zach LaVine on the right corner. Looking to attack, getting downhill, step back, pull up. Got that one blocked there by Anunoby. Good closeout defensively there. And Scotty Barnes gets the pass up on the right side. Right side now. Up to Siakam, right wing. Now he's at the top of the key. Looking to make a pass here. Out to the right wing. Open. Anunoby. 3. Left it short. Rebound by the Bulls. They get this up to Vooch. And they threw that way too far ahead of DeMar, throwing that one a mile ahead of Vooch. Like Vooch was just going to be able to run up and catch that. Come on, DeMar. And another turnover there by the Bulls. And the Bulls' turnovers have been the only issue, right? If the Bulls clean up the turnovers right, they're in this game a little bit closer. As Van Vliet getting open, pull up 3 over DeMar, left it short, tipped out by Vooch right into the hands of Trent Jr. Van Vliet, 2 for $1, couldn't get that one to go. Absolutely got fouled, and no call came. Here's P. Will now pushing the tempo, bringing the ball up, looking to attack. He's going downhill, lost the handle on it, got his own rebound, throws it back up to DeMar, over now to Vooch. Vooch right side, over to Zach LaVine, pump fake, doesn't take the three-point shot, now taking his time, 10 on the shot clock. Gets back, blocked again by Anunoby, down to Vooch. Vooch backing. He's got Barnes on him, 3 on the clock. Hook shot, can't get the finish there. Rebound there by Siakam. Here's now Siakam on the drive, picking up the foul call there on P. Will. That's 3 before the half on P. Will. Third on P. Will. Siakam going to be at the line here. 55-45. Bulls down 10. Siakam knocking down the first of 2. Raging asking, can Marco play like Daniel Tice right now? That's the question. I mean, it's absolutely the question, right? And the answer at this point is don't look like it, because Daniel Tice at least will be getting on the floor. I don't know what the Bulls' beef is with him. I don't know what Billy's beef is with him. He's 6'10". He looked pretty good in preseason. As now here's Vooch guarded here by Scotty Barnes, gets his back out to DeMar. DeMar coming off of the screen here, a lot of standing around, not a lot of movement, gets it over to Ayo, 5 on the shot clock. Ayo a little in and out, getting a little mix in on Van Vliet, puts up the shot, missed everything on that rebound there by Siakam. Too much standing around offensively. Way too much standing around offensively. They get this out now to Van Vliet right side, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. That's going to be another Toronto turnover. Bro, like, there's way too much standing around. You're playing way too much one-on-one. 57-45. Here's DeMar bringing the ball up now. Anunoby. DeMar ran him into the screen and lost the ball, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Bulls spacing has been awful here in this first half. Trent Jr. kicks this out to the corner. Pump fake. DeMar in the air. Able to recover. Gets this over to Van Vliet. Wide open. Pull up. 3. Can't knock that one down. Fighting for the rebound, and the Bulls come away with it. 19 on the clock. Ayo going into Van Vliet. Euro step. Got the lay. $57-47. Here's Scotty Barnes bringing the ball up now. Now drops it back off to Van Vliet. Van Vliet coming across the Raptors half court. Picked up here by Siakam. Siakam guarded by Patrick Williams. Stops, turn around, pull up, over, Vooch. Can't knock that one down. Rebound. And that's how the quarter will end, 57-47. Bulls continue to be down 10. Effort looks bad. Effort looks bad. Bull spacing looks bad. Passing looks bad. This is probably the worst game we've seen in the preseason for the Chicago Bulls. It's not a game that's out of reach. It's a 10-point game. I think that there's you want to get them going, down. You want to get them going in the paint, and the Toronto Raptors are doubling you every time you get Vooch down in the paint, and so what do you got to do off of that? Okay, I'm going to kick it out to the open shooter because somebody's got to be wide open, but you're not doing enough ball movement off of that. You're just kicking it out. Okay, pump fake, nothing moving, right? Like, that's a problem. That's a problem. So, Jaden Taylor, it's preseason, but it happens. But if it happens regular season with Zach, I don't know. That's our max player. I'm not tripping. It's absolutely a bad half. It's absolutely a bad half. Zach LaVine played awful in that first half, but Zach LaVine's also a player that the third quarter comes. He knocks down his first 7 shots, and all of a sudden everybody's back on the Zach train, right? Like, we've seen this a million times. We've seen Zach have a bad half, or we've seen Zach have a bad quarter and absolutely bounce back and come out playing fine. Again, whether it's preseason or not, I've seen that more times than not from Zach LaVine, so I'm not tripping on that at all. But the one thing that I will say is this. It's not just Zach, right? He's saying Zach is just standing there. It's not just Zach. It is the entire team. And I think that's the part that sometimes the Bulls get concerned, or that concerns me about the Bulls offensively. Sometimes it is, hey, I want to see the best player on the court do the best player on the court things. Right? Like, that's what it becomes sometimes offensively for the Bulls, and that can't be it. That can't be it. You can't just stand there and stare. You can't just stand there and you have to be moving off of the ball. Guess what? The last game, the Bulls did a phenomenal job at it. They were moving off of the ball. They were back screens. They were doing a great job getting other guys open. The ball movement was finding those guys. You were creating opportunities. That gets them too stretched out. That gets them to those are the things you're supposed to do offensively. Right now, one-on-one. That's what I'm more worried about than I am about Zach LaVine shooting 1 for 7 or any of that. Because if it was Zach LaVine shooting 1 for 7, but they were open looks, I'd feel better about it. But it's Zach LaVine shooting 1 for 7 and they're contested looks because everybody's just standing around. I hate to say this, but I told you so about Zach. He's not concentrating on what he's doing. That's a bad sign. I'm sorry. I told you so. They should have never signed him. You're saying that from a preseason game. Tell me you don't know basketball without telling me you don't know basketball. You know, I really want y'all to understand. There's a lot of good players that have played terribly in preseason and still had great seasons. Like, it's game 3 of preseason. Y'all got to relax a little bit. Jaden Taylor, more consistent scores, Zach or DeMar? I don't know, because the one time that we got to see them together and they were both healthy, they both were mad consistent. Remember, they were the best scoring backcourt or whatever they were calling whatever this. It's not a backcourt because DeMar's playing a 3, but they both were averaging 28 points a game. They both were top scorers in the fourth quarter. They both were top offensive players in the fourth quarter consistently. And then Zach got hurt. Right? So, like, you have to talk about, like, the entire picture of what it is. Like, Zach LaVine being hurt. Also, 3 games in of Zach LaVine playing his first real basketball the entire offseason, right? Like, again, not worried. Any reason why we haven't seen Green in the game yet? He helps you force movement with his hustle. Because they want to take a look at other guys right now, and it's preseason. I'm gonna just get a sign for the next game and just be like, it's preseason. It's preseason. You see, they're looking at Derrick Jones Jr. more, basically. I get it. Like we're excited that Bulls basketball is back. We're excited, but this is not like football preseason where the way that guys are playing now is how the season's going to go. My issue is that we spoke to how Vooch has been more in the paint. The first two preseason games, in this game, they reverted back to last season where Vooch is too much out of the paint. Well, here's the thing. They were going to the paint with Vooch early on in this game, but they kicked it out, right? Like they're trying to find the open shooter because they're double teaming in the paint, and the open shooters aren't knocking down shots. So now you got to bring Vooch out of the paint to open up that spacing. I understand what they're doing. I don't like it. I would rather see Vooch start off in the paint and stay in the paint, right? But you also have to have guys knocking down that shot to keep them honest so that they can't double team on Vooch in the paint. Exactly. Already then. Green solidified himself already. Signed. It's preseason. Bro, I feel like I've said it's preseason so much in this mug. Show enough saying this is Billy obviously running plays to see what works. 100%. 100%. Albert Soto. Anytime there's a good defender on Zach, he gets clamped. I don't know if I'd go that far. I mean, he averaged quite a bit last season on pretty good players while being hurt as well. Like, I think y'all need to understand that. Like, Zach LaVine was the top 12 scorer in the NBA, and he was hurt all season. Like, that's hard to do. It's so weird how, like, people are just... Chicago used to love the guy that was willing to, like, fight through injury and come out on the court and play hard for you and do everything you can to make it right. Like, and now it's like Zach LaVine did that last season. Oh, but you got to pay him. So no, we don't want that here. It's like, what are y'all talking about? It's preseason. Looking at some of the numbers from the half here, man. Let's break down some numbers here. As we are at halftime, if you popped in here wondering, like, why is this dude just sitting here and continuing to say it's preseason? Bulls shot at 42%. Toronto shot at 41%. It's been a fairly even game. Bulls shot at 31% from the three-point line. Toronto 27%. Difference has been free throws, right? 17 free throws for the Toronto Raptors, 7 for the Bulls. But not to say the Bulls aren't. I mean, this is a situation where the Bulls are absolutely earning those free throws. And the other topic, turnovers. 16 turnovers for the Bulls in the first half. Passing has been completely sloppy. It has not been good. 7 turnovers only for the Toronto Raptors. If the Bulls can cut down on the turnovers, they can absolutely get their way back into this game. Wouldn't be surprised by it at all. Vooch right now 3 for 4. He's got 7.7 rebounds. Dosunmu right now, he's 3 for 7. He's got 7 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 blocks. Zach LaVine right now, he is 1 for 7, 1 for 2 from the free throw line, 0 for 4 from the three-point line. He's been the topic of conversation here. He's got 3 points, 1 rebound. Definitely need to see him doing better. 17 minutes of play. He's also got 5 turnovers in the game, so definitely need to see him play a lot better. DeMar DeRozan has been in midseason form already. 4 for 7, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. He's got 2 steals on the day. He's got 4 turnovers as well, but 13.6 rebounds, 4 assists, so able to work a little bit more on the offensive end in that situation. P. Will, he's taken 4 shots. He's 1 for 4, 1 for 3 from behind the three-point line. Again, started off of the bench tonight. He's only got 3 points, 2 rebounds. Kobe White, he's got 12 minutes of play. He's 2 for 7, 1 for 3 from the three-point line. He's got 5 points. And then Caruso, 2 for 3. He's got 4 points, 3 assists, and can't forget about Andre Drummond in 7 minutes of play. He's got 3 points, 1 three-pointer, and 5 rebounds. You love to see the rebounding numbers there from Andre Drummond. Really done a good job. On the Raptors side, right, Raptors got a couple of guys that have played really, really well for them. Gary Trent's a guy that always cooks us. He's perfect. He's 5 for 5 from the field, 1 for 1 from the three-point line. A couple of steals on the day. He's got 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Siakam's been able to get it going a little bit down low, but more so at the free throw line. He's got 11 points, but had a tough shooting day, 4 for 11. He's also got 6 rebounds. Van Vliet's really hasn't gotten it going either, but he's got 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He's 3 for 10, 2 for 8 from the three-point line. He's gotten up 8 3-pointers already. That's hilarious. And then Scotty Barnes, 1 for 4. He's got 5 points. OG Anunoby, 2 for 5. He's got 4 points. Banton has been somebody that came in and cooked pretty early. 7 points, 2 rebounds. He's 2 for 4, 0 for 1 from the three-point line. Want to see the Bulls kind of improve on their defensive rotations, and want to see the Bulls improve a lot more on their offensive rotations. Basically, haven't seen their offensive rotations in the slightest. So, say it with me in my AI voice. It's preseason. Let's see what the chat is talking about here. Why is Zach getting hated? Chicago fans are pure emotion. Yeah, 100%. It's emotional. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that it was with Vooch last season, right? Like, that's what Bulls fans are. That's what Bulls fans are. You know what I mean? Like, one game, it was, Vooch is the worst player. You got to trade Vooch. He's terrible. And then Vooch started getting it going in the paint because they consistently would go to him. And it's like, hey, Vooch is playing great. This is a top 10 center in the NBA. And then it would revert right back to, oh, Vooch is terrible. And then he's a top 10 center in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about any hate that Zach LaVine's receiving early on in preseason. I mean, listen, if we get to 10 games in the regular season and Zach LaVine's still 1 for 7, then I'll be like, hey, listen, you got to pull your weight. You're supposed to be that guy. You know what I mean? But, like, it's an 82-game season. Zach LaVine could have an off first half. And if he has a fire second half, everybody would say he had a great season. We learned that from last season. Hey, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum were pretty mid starting off the season last year. Guess what? Finishing out the season, they end up making a run to the NBA Finals, and we're talking about, and people are mad at me because I said Jason Tatum isn't a superstar. DeMar DeRozan is a power forward, though. Why I question Billy. DeMar had, I mean, if you're playing a small ball lineup, you might see him at the 4, but what's up, Jeff? Jeff in the chat, man, said, what's going on, Pat the Designer? How you feeling, bro? I'm that dude in here rocking with Toronto, man. Shout out to, I ain't mad at Toronto, man. I'm not mad at none of the Toronto fans for being hyped. Y'all got a heck of a team coming up. I'm actually really excited to see what Toronto brings this season with an improved Scotty Barnes. Grindfest said we tanking for Victor. Y'all in the winning Wembanyama sweepstakes, bro? That mug looks crazy, bro. It looks crazy. The fact that you can't create that player in a video game yet, you can't create that on 2K. Like, you really can't create that on 2K. Cornelius, because he is Pat, let's not start this again. Jason Tatum is a superstar. Not in my book, bro. Now, I will say this. He did a lot of things to make he did a lot of things to make the move towards that. But again, gotta be winning in the modern league. But I'm the dude that also says Damian Lillard's not a superstar. I think Damian Lillard's a star player that can play at a superstar level. But when you got the same stats when you have the same accomplishments that you had after your rookie year, in year 10. What's he in, year 12? Like, hey, you're good. You're not great. Or I guess you're great, but you're not a superstar, right? As we're getting the third quarter started, here's DeMar DeRozan, top of the key, looking to come off of the screen for Vooch. Doesn't take it. Now gets Scotty Barnes on him. Little crossover in and out, pull up, mid-range. DeMar starting off the second half with a little bit of a cook show. Here's now left side. Anunoby with the ball. Gets this down to Van Vliet. Van Vliet guarded here by Ayo. Tried to get it over to Barnes and got it knocked away by Levine. Here's now Ayo on the drive out to the corner. Open Zach. Pull up three. He got it. It's preseason. Here's now thrown down Siakam. Easy play there, and they call a foul. Is that going to go against Javonte Green? So that's going to be on the floor. As Javonte checked in, picking up the early foul there. Here's Anunoby now, gets us into Van Vliet, guarded again by Dosunmu, gets this over now right side, to Gary Trent. Pull up, mid-range, can't get that one to fall. Zach able to grab it, lost the handle on that one, but the Bulls come away with it. Here's now DeMar coming off of the screen, kicks us out right side of Javonte over to Ayo, pump fake on the drive, getting underneath. Pump fake again, kicks it back up, throws it down to Vooch. What a pass by DeMar as they get Vooch in the paint. Easy bucket. Tiana says, whoa on Dame. Here's my thing. Everybody, as we got a timeout here early. Yeah, we got a timeout here by Toronto early as the Bulls quickly cut it to a 3-point game, 57-54. 10:38 to go here in the third. Good ball movement. Ayo whipping this one up to DeMar. DeMar whipping it right back down to Vooch. Easy bucket. No, here's my thing with it, right? Like, it's we're in a day and age where numbers don't mean as much. Numbers still mean a lot, but numbers just don't mean as much. Right? Like, Zach LaVine puts up 27. Nobody says Zach LaVine's one of the top 5 players in the NBA. Damian Lillard puts up, 28? What's he averaging career-wise? 28? Right? Like, those are just numbers now. There's a lot of people. Bradley Beal's on a terrible team. He averages the same. So you have to do more than numbers to me. And yeah, he did run into some tough teams on the way to getting to that point. But guess what? You ran into them. You didn't beat them. That's what happens. Welcome to the NBA. Not surprised by that. Guess what? There's a lot of great players that ran into Michael Jordan. So for me, it can't just be, oh, he puts up big numbers and knocks down threes. Dame's not a superstar, but Jason Tatum was just in the finals. Now, I will say this. If Jason Tatum had played like he was supposed to be in the finals, I would have felt better about giving him superstar name. But he played pretty bad in the finals. He was pretty mid the entire NBA finals. We're in the age when we need impactful numbers when it matters. Even casuals recognize empty points and empty buckets these days. Yeah, you do, right? Like, that's why for me, right, like, it's about what are your numbers, how are your numbers getting you consistent wins in important moments? And Dame's numbers often don't. Tatum's numbers didn't in the finals. Jaylen Brown's numbers did, but Tatum's numbers really didn't. And here's the thing as well. Like, it's not me, like, saying that Dame's a bad player. I just wouldn't call him a superstar. He's a star in the NBA. I think Zach LaVine's a star. I think DeMar DeRozan is a star. There's levels to what those stars are as well. Would I rather have Damian Lillard? Yeah, probably. Right? Like, there's levels to everything. There's levels of what player is where and who's better as we're getting ready to get back into this game. But numbers don't make you a superstar anymore. It's not like the 90s where like Jordan was just so far in between better than everybody else. It's Siakam putting a move on Javonte Green there, able to get that one in. Here's now DeMar kicking this out left side to Zach LaVine. LaVine dropping this off to DeMar. Picked up here by Anunoby. Little crossover in and out. Up to an open Vooch. Thought about a three. Doesn't take it. Now driving down low. Tried to get the pass down to Javonte, but tipped away there by Siakam. And again, the turnovers showing their heads here. Here's now Trent Jr. out in the corner. Guarded by Zach. Good defense by LaVine. Kicks it out to the corner. Back up top. Over to the corner. Van Vliet. LaVine closed out on him. Good defense all around by the Bulls on that one. They get this out left side now to DeMar. DeMar out to the corner. Zach open. Pump fake. Doesn't take it. Going downhill. Got the foul call. He'll be at the line for a pair. But Dame has been in the playoffs multiple times, almost MVP scoring, stepped up when he's needed to, and leads his team. Zach can't claim any of that. I love my boy, though I love my boy Zach. No, I'm not saying that right, like I'd rather have Dame than Zach. But we can say stepped up, did this, made this, but he didn't win. Like for me, sports is about winning. You can be great in sports and not win. As Io getting this into Vooch. Vooch just pulling up off of it. Oh, couldn't knock that one down. Had a good look at it, though. Here's Siakam bringing the ball back the other way. Driving, got the pass back, and smoked the lay was Anunoby, but rebound there. Here's Trent, top of the key. My bad, that wasn't Anunoby. Who was that? As now we got a steal by Debo. Debo, Euro step at the bucket lay. And it's a three-point game again. Here's now drive, up and under. And almost a travel, and Vooch with some good defense there. And Io losing the handle a little bit. But Io able to get it back. Here's Io now. Taking his time, gets it up top to Debo. Walking into a three, pull up. Left that one short. Debo gets his own rebound. Over to Io, pull up three. Left that one short. And now we got a foul on the other end. And there was an absolute missed foul on Io. Io went for the three. Absolutely got fouled. The officials looking right at it. No call came. And then they call the foul on Debo. And Io talking with them and basically saying, dude, like, what do I got to do to get a foul call here? As they get this up, gets it out to the corner. Anunoby, open three, can't knock that one down. Bulls doing a good job defensively here. Back up to Van Vliet, pull up three. He's open. He got that one to fall. You got to get the rebound. And that's the problem with this lineup here, right? For everybody that wants Kobe or Patrick Williams out of the lineup, he's not going to be a four. Now Vooch open, pull up three, can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Siakam. Shooting too many threes is Vooch again. Get him down low again. Here's open, Van Vliet, pull up three, can't knock that one down. Vooch tipping it back out. Rebound by Javonte. Over to Io. Io taking his time, drops it off to Debo. Debo back to the basket. Got Van Vliet on him. Out to the corner. Javonte open, pull up three, cash. Is that a foul? And one. Javonte going to be at the line for one more. Hey, yo, I don't know about that. That's a makeup call, bro. I got to see that again. Javonte knocked it down. Okay. All right. I don't know about that one. If that's the argument, almost no one is a superstar, though. Well, yeah. Like, that's the point. Like, you have to keep upgrading. Like, there's certain superstars, and I mean, honestly, if you look at it, it's the guys that have always been in the finals. And then there's stars. Here's Van Vliet now with the ball guarded by Javonte. Kicks this out left side to Siakam. Siakam backing in. Back up to Van Vliet. Over corner. Open. Anunoby pull up three. Couldn't get that one, but a rebound there by the Bulls. A lot of open looks here, just not knocking them down. Here's now DeMar getting into the double team. Back to the basket. Turnaround. Off of the glass. Couldn't get that one to go. And Vooch tried to tip it out to DeMar, but DeMar was still on the ground. Here's Van Vliet. Off of the rebound. Drops his back. Trent Jr. open three, and we got a foul call. Is that going to be an offensive foul? Yes, it is. Moving screen against Fred Van Vliet. Oh, no, that's going to go against, who's the rookie? 35? Is that a rookie? I don't know about that. He looked pretty set too. How many makeup calls we gonna get of Bulls for that one missed call by Io? He looked pretty set to me. Who was 35? Koloko. Christian Koloko. Here's the thing. Let's see. I love these conversations. I especially love them in the preseason when I don't have to pay as close attention to what's going on. I love DeMar, but there's levels. Absolutely. There's levels to the game. There are only 10 superstars, but Dame is probably next tier. Dame is top tier if you're talking about clutch alpha dogs. I mean, even that, right? Like when you're talking about, when you think about it honestly, right? Like a superstar is somebody that puts their team in a position to win an NBA championship every single year. How many players is that realistically? Like, honestly, right? Like, how many players is that realistically? I don't even know if 10 might be too much. I mean, I'd say 5. I'd say Giannis. I'd say Steph, Bron. Man, I'm really thinking about this. I don't even know if I'd say Devin Booker, right? Like, I can't even say Devin Booker because I feel like he didn't turn into that player until he got that KD. Jokic? I'd probably go Luka over Jokic. But Jokic ain't even really did nothing with that. But I mean, honestly, right? Like when you talk about like those players that like get you there every single year, like those are the guys that I worry about being in the NBA Finals every season. And until you have one of those guys, realistically, you're probably not going to be in the NBA Finals. Here's now Levine bringing the ball up right side after the timeout. Gets this down to Vooch. Vooch now looking to back in here. He's got Koloko on him. Backing. Back out to Zach. Zach open. Pull up 3. Cash money. And the Bulls have the lead. I said Luka. And I said Jokic. As here's now Van Vliet. 63-62. Van Vliet on the drive, kicks it out to the corner, pull up 3, Siakam, can't knock that one down. Bulls coming away with the rebound and DeMar getting this one up to Javonte for the 2-hand jam. Embiid, yes, but no, right? Like there's a lot that has to go around Embiid. I really, honestly, you could say the same about Joker. You could say the same about Luka. As they throw this one away, and that's going to be a backcourt violation by the Bulls. Bron, KD, Freak, yeah, Steph, Embiid, maybe. I'd put Luka and Joker over Embiid, honestly, just because they do so much. Embiid does a lot too. I mean, okay, we could throw him in there. So maybe 7, but y'all get my point on superstars. Here's now Bucci backing in. Pump fake, doesn't take it. Double pump. Oh, gave him the double pump spin move. Lay. Hold on, Bucci. Is that a Starbucks drink? Can I get a double pump spin move lay? As now Vooch taking a step back off of Van Vliet. Pull up 3. Couldn't get that one to go. Fighting for the rebound. It's going to be Bulls ball. 67-62. Bulls lead. Hey, Baki. Hey, listen. You know I'm here for all slander on any other QBs. Here's now Caruso bringing the ball up, gets this over to Javonte Green. Javonte tried to throw that one over to Vooch, and Vooch was like, dog, what are you doing right now? Here come the Bulls here comes Toronto the other way. Siakam driving on Javonte, easy lay. 67-64. DeMar, low fake. Hezzy now getting up underneath. Easy lay. DeMar DeRozan fighting through the contact. 69, nice. 64. And they get this out left side now. Gary Trent guarded here by Caruso on the drive. Trent downhill, puts up the little float shot. Little float. Okay, Trent, little float. Gary Trent be cooking, bro. I love Gary Trent on this Toronto team. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's what you need over on Portland, and you got rid of them. Here's now float by Vooch. Couldn't get that one to go. That was about a 15-foot floater right there. Banton with the ball, gets it out right side. Siakam pull up three over Vooch. Cash money. It's a 69. Nice 69 game. How do we got Luka over Dame? Show me the resume. They basically have the same resume, and Luka's been in the NBA for like 10 less years. Here's DeMar. He got stuck in the air, and we got a foul call here. I think we do got a foul call. They're going to be on the floor. Legitimately, I think Luka and Dame might have the exact same resume, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody fact check me on that. Is it just Rookie of the Year and Western Conference Finals for both? As we got a foul there. That's going to be on the floor. They get this in out of Paypayl. Paypayl dropping this off to DeMar. DeMar top of the key, guarded here by Scotty Barnes. Got the foul call on the pull-up. Hey, listen, I think that, I ain't going to lie to you, that's an interesting call right there. That's an interesting call right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got to see that one again. Hey, hey, I know that you're DeMar DeRozan. You wouldn't have missed it like that. He might be getting him on the elbow. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, dog. He got that call because he's DeMar back in Toronto. He got that call because he's DeMar back in Toronto. Dame's more clutch, though. The clutch situations Luka's been in, he's knocked down the shot. Dame's been in more clutch situations and in playoff moments. So I guess for that, but Luka knocked down his in a playoff moment too. They the same right now. Except Luka is 6'7", 6'8", something like that. And Dame is 6'1". Here's now Siakam back to the basket. Little bump, turnaround, fade away. Couldn't get that one. Scotty Barnes tried to get the putback jam, but Vooch knocking that one away. Here's now Caruso kicking this one over to DeMar. Crossover. Down low to Vooch at the bucket lay. 73-69. Nice. Here's Banton now. Drops this off to Achua, top of the key. Achua looking to attack here on Vooch. Vooch doing a good job staying in front of him. Kicks it back out. Trent Jr. open three. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Kobe White. Going up big for that one over Banton. Kobe getting this over to Vooch. Vooch now with the ball top of the key. Driving downhill out to the corner. Paypayl on the drive. Pull up mid-range. Left that one short. Vooch tried to get the tip out, but rebound there by Achua. Here's Achua. Euro step. DeMar stepped into that. Are we got an offensive foul, or is that going to be an and one? That's going to be an offensive foul. DeMar stepped in for the charge and gets it. Luka and Joker not better than Jason Tatum, and Jason Tatum led his team to the finals. Beat Giannis. He beat Embiid. Okay, that's more of an argument for me. I'll give you that argument, Cornelius, than I would. As now DeMar with the ball, kicks it out left side to Caruso. Caruso driving downhill, attacking, a lot of contact, gets it out to Vooch. Vooch now back to the basket, 6 on the clock. He's got Siakam on him. Double team up to Kobe. Kobe splitting the double team out to Paypayl. 1 on the clock. Pull up mid range. Can't knock that one down, but I think it's a 24. Bad pass by Kobe White. Dude, you got to realize the moment. You got to realize the moment. So Luka isn't a superstar? All right. Numbers don't do it for me, dog. How much you winning? 73-69. Here's backup Achua, jab step on the drive. Euro step came. We got a foul call, I believe, on Vooch, top of the key. Would you rather have Trey or Luka? Luka, 100%. In the NBA, I'll always rather have the talented dude with size. Like, no matter what, I will 110% always rather have the talented dude with size. I will take more chances on the talented dude with size than the small dude without. Here's now. Oh, what a spin move by Siakam. Couldn't get that one to go, but tipped back in there by Banton. 73-71. 2:53 left here in the third quarter. They get this up bad. Or it was tipped. I thought it was a pass there by Alex Caruso. So where would you rank Trey? Trey's not even in my top 15 players, honestly. Here's P. Will off of the drive, getting downhill. A lot of contact by Siakam, back in and knocking that one away. I mean, P. Will finally showing a little bit of aggression there. Gets the ball, drives past Siakam, foul came. That's what I want to see. Yeah, I would you take KD over MJ? Nah, because I've seen MJ win with players that I would say as a number two are worse than the number twos KD has lost with. No disrespect to any of them, but I think Kyrie Irving is one of the greatest ball handlers and scorers we've seen in the game when he's actually on the court. And KD can't even keep him on the court. Here's Siakam on the drive. Can't get the finish there. 75-71. I mean, I think Russ is one of the best point guards we've seen in the NBA, and it just hasn't worked out. I think if he stays with Billy Donovan, maybe it would have, but he decided to go out there with Steph in them, and that's when he got his rings. But then he leaves and he goes and gets a different supporting cast. And for me, right, with a lot of these muds in the NBA, it's like after a while, I can't say it's you. Or I can't say it's not you. You know what I mean? After a while, I can't say it's not, you're not the reason. I think there's a lot of things that go into a season. I understand a lot of the nuances that come in as we got a timeout after the missed free throw there by Siakam. I think there's a lot of things that you have to talk about as a reason why players don't win or a reason why players don't get the job done right. But like last season, while I do think that Steve Nash coached a terrible game, y'all got to play better. Y'all got swept by Boston. Michael Jordan wouldn't have got swept by Boston. Especially if Kyrie Irving was next to him. And in all honesty, Kyrie Irving probably wouldn't have been next to him if it was Michael Jordan, because he probably would have killed him for missing half the games. But but I guess, listen, at the end of the day, there's certain players that I won't choose size over. And there's not many players I'll choose over Michael Jordan, or any players, I guess I should say, that I won't choose over Michael Jordan. But, like, Kevin Durant absolutely gives you a chance to win an NBA championship every year. You just gotta have the right supporting cast around him. Zion has superstardom, but isn't a superstar yet. You'd say, I think Zion just has to play more. Zion just has to play more. If you're on the court, if Zion Williamson is on the court, players don't shoot above 60%, but Zion Williamson does. That's freaky. And there's nothing you can do to adjust to him because it's just pure size and skill. And Siakam missing another one. Skill and ability. Here's now Caruso. A little behind the back action. Pull up over Hernan Gomez. Catch. Nice shot there. Caruso's got 6 on the day. 77-71 here. Here's Banton bringing the ball up. Banton guarded here by P. Will. My bad, Kobe White. Man, they got the same hairstyle, bro. Gets this out now to Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes left side to Siakam. Switch came. They got Barnes now on P. Will. Barnes looking to get past them. Little bump. Puts up the shot off the glass. Cash money. (77-73). Scotty Barnes really hooping right now. They get this up to Kobe White. Kobe coming off the screen from P. Will. We got a kicked ball there by Achua. Four-point game here. Bulls lead. OG Anunoby checking back into the game here. Terry gets it into P. Will. P. Will now coming off of the screen here. Gets to a spot. Pull up mid-range. Missed off the front of the rim there. Rebound there by, is that Banton? Banton has the ball now. Driving into P. Will. Good stop. Gets it out right side. Open Achua. Pull up 3. Cash. That's a 1-point game. How would MJ have handled Ben Simmons? He'd have talked a lot. As they try to pass this out to the corner, Banton almost getting a steal. He would have talked a whole lot. He'd have been in Ben Simmons' head from the first. He'd have been like, shoot it. Shoot it. Go ahead. Shoot it. Shoot it. Keep shooting. Shoot it. They get this back up. Here's Dalen Terry now with the ball guarded here by Scotty Barnes coming off the screen, trying to get downhill on Anunoby behind the back, kicking it back up. Open P. Will. Pump fake. Doesn't take it. Pull up mid-range. Can't knock that one down. Rebound there by Achua. Achua on the drive, slipping there, and they're going to call a foul on Caruso just for Achua slipping. I don't know about that. He just slipped. He slipped. He slipped. That should have been an offensive foul because he's hooking him as he goes past. He slipped. And Achua can't knock down the first of 2. Able to knock down the second. We got us a tie ball game here. P. Will trying to get the ball into Kobe White. Now does. And we got an offensive foul on Kobe White for pushing off a Hernan Gomez, and Kobe can't believe it. Oh, my God. Are you serious? That's an offensive foul? Because he ran past them. Wow. Okay, really ticky-tack. Hernan Gomez is grabbing him as he runs past him. And is Billy Donovan going to do a coach's challenge on this? And I think Billy Donovan got to do a coach's challenge on this, which it makes no sense in this situation, right, to me, because whenever I'll say this, the thing that I've noticed, coach's challenges work on ball calls being overturned or on charges maybe, but for the most part, right, like ticky-tack fouls like that, they almost never work in those situations because they don't want the ref to be wrong. That's tough. Hey, yo, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to leave the score on the screen and all of that. I'll be right back, but I know this coach's challenge is going to take a second, so I'm not going to have a ton of opportunity to go, so I'll be back. So as we're getting back to this, looks like the foul call on Coby White gonna stand. Here's Toronto kicking it out to the corner. Anunoby with the ball back up to Banton. Banton on the drive here against Drummond. Kicks it back up top. Achua missing everything on that, and Drummond grabbing a rebound. Another rebound for Andre Drummond is what he does best. They get this back now to Caruso. Caruso stop, kicking it down to Coby. Coby on the drive, trying to get downhill. Picks up his dribble, gets it over to P. Will. P. Will driving in, back up top. Coby, pump fake, getting to the top of the key, over to P. Will. Now he's getting to the middle. He gets downhill. He's at the bucket. A lot of contact, no foul call. And they're just going to say out of bounds. And here's the wild part, right? If it's not a foul, it's just out of bounds. And it's out of bounds on the Bulls. And Nick Nurse going to take a timeout here. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And we got another stoppage of play. Bro, this mess wild, bro. I mean, like, if it's not a foul on P. Will, then it's out of bounds and it should be Toronto ball. But if it's a foul on but if it is a foul on P. Will, then it should be. I don't know, bro. I give up. We got 155 in here. We got 98 likes. Let's get this mug over 100 likes, bro. Come on now. Act like you rocking with me. This is hilarious, dog. It's a Sunday, but hey. So now the call is going to be overturned. It's going to be Toronto ball. Shout out to 10 out here gifted memberships, man. That's what I'm talking about, showing love in this mug, man. 10 out here gifting a membership to Steve-O. Big love by Tanner. .4. They get the ball in here now. Here's Banton bringing the ball up. He's going to be guarded by Coby White. Shot clock off. 15 seconds on the clock. Banton standing here at the Toronto Raptors logo. Coming off of the screen. Gets it back up top. Hernangomez pull up three over Terry. Cash in the face of Dalen Terry. And Terry wanted the ball back. Terry getting it back. Stop. Pull up. Couldn't knock that one down. He wanted to get him back. I like the fact that he wanted to get him back, bro. I like the fact that he wanted to get him back. Couldn't knock it down. 80-77 heading into the fourth quarter. But I like the fact that he wanted to get him back. I'm not going to lie to you. I love Dalen Terry's mindset. There's one thing that I do agree with Kid on that has always been my concern with P. Will. You cannot teach dog. And Dalen Terry got some dog in him. I needed a drink. Felt like the energy was off. Very mid-level game. Tanner always in the chat showing love, man. I really appreciate the love you showed everybody out here, Tanner. Clutch saying, do you think me and Tanner got to work on some music too? The whole time. Me and Tanner been talking about that for a minute. Do you think MJ could adapt perfectly to the NBA's modern style? Did you watch DeMar DeRozan last season? Now times that by Jordan. Just let that breathe. That is the clip, right? Like, just let that breathe. Did you watch DeMar DeRozan last season? Now times that by Jordan. DeMar's game is 2-dribble pull-up. That is a move that Michael Jordan made famous for modern NBA players, right? He got it from Jerry West and of course all of that, but like everybody looks to MJ's game and how he used it. But I mean, like, you see it. You see what MJ could be, and then you times that by Jordan. It's a math equation. Knowledge Untamed, you make music? Absolutely, bro. I haven't put nothing out in a minute. I'm not going to lie to you. I need to get to the point where I'm putting out more consistent music, I guess I should say. But I probably need to find a producer that's also going to keep me on my toes and keep me going with it, because I'm so focused on what I'm doing with the show and growing the brand over here that I don't focus on my music as much as I should. So as we're getting this fourth quarter underway, 80-77, Bulls down 3 here. Nate G in the chat, what's going on? Here's Benton now coming off of the screen, getting downhill. Oh, one-hand jam by Benton. And I think Dalen Terry caught that one. I think Dalen Terry's on the poster right there, my boy. Here's Terry now, right side, guarded by Benton. Terry, a little step back, looking to attack here, dropping this off to P. Will. P. Will, top of the key, up to Drummond, dropping this off now to Kobe White. Kobe, left side, trying to get downhill, pull up, over Hernan Gomez, cash money. Kobe White knocking that one down. $82-79. They kick this out left side. Now Hernan Gomez with the ball. Now back down to Achua. Achua guarded here by Dalen Terry. Trying to stay in front of him. Kicks it back up top. Benton open. Pull up 3. Can't knock that one down. Drummond fighting for the board. Comes away with it. Andre Drummond's huge when it comes to getting these big rebounds, man. We're going to need that. Here's Kobe White now. Back out to Drummond. Drummond open. He's going to take another one. He knocked down 2. Oh, Andre Drummond for 3. And we got a tie ball game. Here's Achua dropping this off down low. Drummond getting the block the other way. Oh, but they call a foul as he got the block on Birch. Oh, my goodness. Andre Drummond, calm down, brother. Hey, that's the wild part. It looks good. Bro, it looked like a good shot. Oh, my God. Able to knock down the first of 2 is Kevin Birch. Bro, he knocked down a pair of them. It looks like good form, too. That's the funniest part, right? 84-82. Toronto leading right now. As they get this over to Drummond. Back to Caruso. Easy cut and lay. Good ball movement by the Bulls on that. Here's Banton. Now gets this top of the key to Achua. Now right side to Birch. Birch keeping the ball movement going. Achua left side now with it. Low jab step, getting past P. Will. Up and under, off the glass. Couldn't get the lay to go. Good defense. Birch coming away with the rebound, though. So Birch back up, top of the key. Banton with the ball. Coming off the screen. Driving, downhill, push off, absolutely. And they're going to call an offensive foul there on Banton. There's a lot of contact going there. I'll take the offensive foul, but that's a lot of contact. Here's P. Will now driving downhill, getting to the bucket, got the foul call there, being aggressive. And here it is, bro. This is the thing, bro. Nobody's stopping him from getting to the bucket when he's being aggressive. But you just got to do it. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. You got to do it. P. Will knocking down the first of 2. And it can't be just, fourth quarter because nobody's coming in or like, come on, dog. P. Will left the second one short there. Here's Banton now bringing the ball up the right side. He's looking to be aggressive. Coming off of the screen here. Double team came his way. Now Terry picking him up, playing really tight on him. Gets it out left side to Achua. Back up top to Banton. Back down to Achua. Left side. Now the switch came out to the corner. Birch open. Pull up. 3. Couldn't knock that one down. Rebound there by Alex Caruso. AC, out to Kobe, out to P. Will right side, back up to Kobe. Kobe, jab step, coming off of the screen, gets this out to Terry. Terry, jab step, back up to Kobe. Open three, pull up, couldn't knock that one down. Achua coming away with the rebound, 85-84. Bulls lead here. And here's Achua running, throws the floater up. I don't know what the heck he was doing there, bro. That looked disjointed from the beginning. Here comes Kobe White left side. Kobe taking his time, gets it out to Drummond. Drummond, low crossover. Oh, he gets to the bucket. Oh, he couldn't finish off the saucy lay. That would have been freaky, dog. Here's now Banton with the ball. Gets this out to the corner. Back up top to Banton. Banton guarded here by Dalen Terry. Looking to show the Rook what the league is like. Switch came, now gets it out right side of Chua. Pull up three, couldn't knock that one down. Drummond pushed out of the way, fighting for the rebound, and the Bulls come away with it. Here's Kobe. He crosses the half-court line, top of the key, taking his time, picked up by Banton, out the Drummond right side. Don't take that one, baby. Drops this off now to Caruso. Caruso over to Drummond. He's at the bucket. Oh, smoked the layup there. And saved by Toronto, bro. This has been a couple of minutes of bad basketball from both teams. And stolen away by Caruso, but back into the hands of Birch. Birch downhill. He got it blocked from behind. Banton with the ball now, and they're going to call a foul call. Hey, bro, this has been some... That's what this last 2 minutes of basketball look like. And Birch couldn't knock down the free throw. It continues. Here comes Ayo Dosunmu bringing the ball up. Left side, gets his back over now. Right side to Terry. Terry throwing this down to Javonte. Javonte up and under lay. Oh, my God. Javonte catching the oop, finishing the lay. Javonte Green, relax, brother. Here's now Achua. Left wing coming off of the screen here. Gets on the left side. Now kicks his back up top. Drive here from the top of the key. Left that one short. Rebound there. Now here come the Bulls the other way. Kobe tried to thread the needle to Terry. And I think that might have been a little bit too far ahead of Dalen Terry. Bruh. What is Javonte Green out here doing, brother? Here's the drive. Back to the basket. Achua puts up the float. Got that one to fall. We got us a tie ball game here. Nate G, I had to grab a cold one. I ain't mad at you, brother. Here's Ayo now the other way. Up and under. Kicks his back. Drummond open again. Oh, my goodness. Andre Drummond. He said, I'm open, and it's cash, baby. Stop playing with me. The bank is open, and I'm cashing checks. Andre Drummond. Oh, my goodness. What is happening? Hey. Let him shoot. Let him shoot, coach. Let him shoot. They was closing out on him, too. Let him shoot, coach. Hey, can we get an Andre? He's got 9 points, 9 rebounds, all 9 points of three-pointers. Here's now pull up three. Toronto left that one short. Rebound there by Ayo. Hey, bro. This man cashing right now. Here's now Terry. Thought about it. Now pulls. Corner three. And Dalen Terry with the tray ball. 93-87. Bulls take the lead here, bro. That's hilarious. Oh, my God. Drummond is out here cashing out tonight. Out corner, Achua with the ball. Thought that was an offensive foul. He extended the arm absolutely against Javonte. And no, they're going to call the foul the other way. I think that's going to go against Dalen Terry. Hey, bro. I'll tell you this right now. That's hilarious. 93-87. Andre Drummond has 3 3-pointers. And, I mean, he's pulling them with confidence. He's pulling the closeout with confidence. Hey, Raging, I ain't gonna lie to you. If he's playing like that and he got that shot, put him in the starting lineup. Oh my God. What did we just see? That is hilarious, bro. Oh man. See Red Nation, stand up. You doggone right. hey, bro. Shout out. Let me get them C-Reds in the chat. I need 3 C-Reds from everybody for every 3-pointer Andre Drummond hit. Ben Simmons has entered the chat. Dog, that's wild. That is wild, bro. Andre Drummond has the best 3-point percentage of anybody today. Oh man, that's funny. He old, man. He shouldn't be starting with Vooch. I don't know what that one was. Hey Pat, I thought you were in Power Raising Candy. You look like the record producer. KO, stop playing with me, bro. I look like everybody mixed. Like that. Honestly, you put any different style of hair on me, I look like anybody mixed. Oh, he's not old. He should be starting. Nah, he's not old. I think the thing is, right, like you want to have the spacing. I'm going to be real with you. If all of a sudden he turns into Brook Lopez, then he will be. If you're willing to shoot and you can knock it down and he can turn into a Brook Lopez type second half of his career, guess what? He will be. And guess what? Not only that, he'll be a really good player. He'll be a starting 5, and maybe you do start Vooch at the 4, you even move on. As now missing a couple of free throws there, but able to come away with the ball, and Toronto fighting for it. And they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. So it's going to be Bulls ball here, 93-87. Bulls lead. Kobe White, top of the key, getting downhill, drops this down to Javonte. Oh, and a hard hit to the side of the face of Javonte. And Javonte holding the face. He's going to jump up. I don't think that was intentional by any means. Just one of those where you just kind of run into the elbow of the guy. And Javonte wants to review. He's saying he hit him in the face. I should be getting a review on this. Don't think he will. It's Josh Jackson that caused the foul there. Here's Io now coming off the screen, looking to drive downhill, gets his back out to Terry. Terry spin move here. Oh, pump fake underneath Dalen Terry. Calm down as he's able to get the lay on that one. Hey, Terry's being aggressive. He got a little dog in him. Here's now spin move downhill. Josh Jackson can't get the finish there. Rebound there by Terry. Terry pushing the ball up to Derrick Jones Jr. for the 2-hand jam. Dalen Terry look really good, bro. Hey, listen. Dalen Terry looks really good right now. Here's now jab step drive right here from Birch, blocked by Derrick Jones Jr. and grabbed by Javonte Green. Javonte on the run. Oh, Javonte rising up for the one-hand jam, skying over 2 Toronto defenders and saying, I get up. Oh, my goodness. Javonte Green, relax, brother. As they kick this out, corner, pull up three, can't knock that one down. And the Bulls lead by 12 here. There's going to be a foul there in the front, and I think that's going to go against Dalen Terry, maybe. And that might be Champagne and set the line. Hey, Javonte got to chill. Javonte just be rising up, bro. As they throw this out to the corner, pump fake Jackson on the drive, getting downhill off the glass, got the lay. 99-89, 10-point game. 5 minutes to go here in the game. 4:50 to be exact. Over to Terry, right side now to Derrick Jones Jr. Going at Champagne, downhill. Taking his time. Oh, left that one woefully short. He got the little Euro that he wanted, tried to get the lay, but left that one short. Getting this back up now. Pull up three. Gabe Brown looking to knock that one down. Couldn't get that one to go. Bulls get in the front court. Billy Donovan going to take a timeout. 99-89. 4:33 left in the game. Bulls up 10 here. Reginald, all Bulls fans are saying Terry was a steal of the draft. Bro, that's crazy that Javonte jumped like that, bro. Bro, that dunk from Javonte was wild. All Bulls fans are saying Terry's a steal of the draft. I'll be honest with you, right? Like, it'll be interesting to see. The thing that I love about Dalen Terry is, like, when they asked him, it's mindset right now, right? Like, I don't know what he's going to be in the regular season. He clearly is going to have a role with this Bulls team in the rotation. Over 200 in the chat. 200. Hit that like button if you're in here, man. He's clearly going to have a role with the rotation, right? I mean, he's going to have a role with this Bulls team all season probably, and he's going to be that guy that moves up and down depending on who's healthy and who's not. But the thing that you have to look at and the thing that you have to talk about is, okay, is he going to continue to be as offensively effective as he is right now versus better talent, versus your top players, right? Because, again, remember, we didn't see Dalen Terry until the second half, until midway through the second half. Now, the mindset I love. The dog in him I love. The ability to just be, like, I'll tell you, he did something subtle that most people might not even pay attention to, but, like, Buddy got a three splashed on him. He said, give me the ball. Pulled it. Didn't knock it down, but he wanted that mug back. Now, that don't always work in your favor, right? But we'll see kind of how that ends up. Time to refill. I'm terrible with this decanter. I got another one, but I'm terrible with this one. Because this is like I'm going to just drink this one empty. My other one, I keep a little bit in. I was waiting to get this one back underway. They got the game back on. No mics are on. I don't know if Jason Benetti and them are talking, but hey, you're here with Pat the Designer. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with us. Hey, if they ever let me on NBC, y'all better buy like all the packages and stuff, whatever you need to hear me. If they ever let me be on NBC Sports Talk, I really would love to get my show on there as a midday show. I would love to get my show on there as a midday show. But if they let me be a part of like the call at all, ever, bro, stop playing with me. Y'all better tune in. Here's now. Drive here. Kobe out to the corner. Pull up three. Javonte left that one short. Dalen Terry fighting for the rebound. He absolutely got pushed over. And they're going to call that foul there. And got pushed over there by Brown. And Dalen Terry not getting punked right now. Hey, Baki, absolutely. My mic's on, baby. Y'all better listen in. Here's now. Pull up. Three. Kobe couldn't knock that one down. Rebound there by Toronto, 99-89. Here comes Brown the other way. My bad, that's Jackson the other way. Knocked off his hand. They're going to say still Toronto ball. 99-89. The one thing that I do like that I'm seeing from the Bulls here, halftime adjustments are working. You might have to turn down the Cook County swag. You might have to turn the Cook County swag down to get on TV. Hey, listen, I am what I am. I am what I am. I can't turn this down. I am what I am. You're not finna see me get up on there. Hi, how you doing, man? I'm Pat the designer. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and my God, we're here for some basketball. All righty, let's go out to Dalen in the field. Now, you're not gonna see me do that. What if you grow this show to be as big as a major network show? That's the goal, bro. That's the goal. That's what we hope to do. I want to have a point where one of these networks looks at us and says, hey, we want to put you on TV doing this, right? Where I'm still live calling the game. I'm still doing the same things I'm doing, very much like Peyton Manning does with Monday Night Football. And we just bring athletes on and we talk about the game and we have fun. As here's now, drive, Ayo Dosunmu up and under, kicking this one back out, bad pass there. Here's a steal by Toronto. Euro step, almost blocked from behind, but able to get the finish. And guess what? We got a 5-point game here, a 4-point game here, I'm sorry. Tough defense right now. And another turnover. Oh, they called a foul. Never mind, I'll take it. Ron Harper Jr. almost got the foul there. Pat got to get that Lawrence home voice going. Bro, I can't do it. I can't do it. And I rock with Lawrence. It's none of that. I enjoy him, and we got a foul call here off ball again on Ron Harper Jr. I rock with Lawrence and all them mugs, man, but it's just not me. I can't talk not like me. I hear mugs, bro, where you hear him for real. You hear him like legitimately talking, and they don't sound nothing like they sound on the radio. And that mess blows my mind. So Bulls benefited from this last season as well, in case, as Javonte couldn't get that one to fall. In case y'all don't remember, when you get a foul, I believe it is on the inbound pass coming on the sideline, that's a shot and the ball. So Javonte couldn't get the shot there, but I believe that's how the Washington game winner came about, if I'm not mistaken. Here's Javonte blowing past everybody, getting to the buck and getting the lay. 101-93, Javonte Green with the Cook Show right now. And here's something interesting that a lot of mugs might not even pay attention to, right? But you see, listen, Ayo Dosunmu is going to be your starting point guard. You know that much. But at the end of this game, as Javonte tried to throw that mug back in, threw it off of Kobe White instead of Ron Harper Jr., and that goes out. As Javonte, I'm sorry, as you look at the end of this game in the lineup here, right, they weren't using Dragic tonight, which is the reason why you're seeing more Ayo Dosunmu in here at the end of the game, but no P. Will, which still tells me that they plan on using P. Will quite a bit this season, or at least to start the season, right? And they want to see what they've got out of guys like Kobe White, guys like Dalen Terry, stuff like that. This is going to be an interesting run to the rest of the year, bro. Or to the beginning of the year, I should say. Here's now Kobe. Little show me. Got it under. Javonte up and under at the down low and gets the lay. Could you imagine Pat calling a hoe you fat bucket? Hey, bro, I'd recall that game just to laugh about it, bro. Oh, you fat with the bucket. And see, the problem is, right, I shorten everybody's name. So my problem would be either calling them you fat or hoe. I would literally just be like, bro, hoe with the lay. That's his name. It's his name. M. Jones, welcome to the channel, brother. Pour yourself up something to sip on, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We appreciate the love. I hope that everybody tuning in is having a good time, man. Everybody tuning in is enjoying themselves. DJ Wilson at the line right now. He's 3 for 3, all 3 free throws. Couldn't knock down the second. As I said it, cursed in the right direction. Rebound there by Dalen Terry. Here's Ayo Dosunmu bringing the ball up. Drops this off to Terry, top of the key. Terry looking to attack here, dropping this off to Javonte. Javonte, pull up 3. Take that with you. Javonte Green said, I'm going to be on the floor. Woo! Okay, Javonte. He said, I worked on the 3-point shot, baby. I'm going to show it off. Here's now Josh Jackson, top of the key, fighting for it. Couple of chances at the bucket. Couldn't get that one to go. Rebound gathered, though, and able to put that one back in. So now splitting the defense, kicked out to the corner to Javonte, over to Ayo. Ayo pull up 3. Bang. Ayo. 109.96 cash money. I feel like Ayo missed an opportunity by changing his name to Ayo. That's a great opportunity to be great. Here's now spin move by Champagne. Couldn't get that one to go. Stolen away by the Bulls. Here's Ayo the other way. Drops it back to Javonte. Javonte tried to go up top to Terry. Bad pass there and stolen away. Getting downhill easy. Lay Toronto. 109.98. 113 left in the game. Bulls pretty much have this one wrapped up. They get this out right side now. Kobe White taking his time, back up to Ayo Dosunmu. Ayo on the drive, off of the glass, high arcing lay. 111.98. Ayo Dosunmu in cook mode right now. Hey, here's the thing, right? We shouldn't. It's okay to be excited about this, but the fact that Ayo's just cooking this dude tells us what we need to know about Ayo. The fact that Javonte's cooking these dudes tells us what we need to know about Javonte, right? Like, they're starter level players, or at least top 8 rotation level players. I think Ayo starter level, Javonte maybe top 8 rotational. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how they use him on this team. But that's what you want to see from these guys. That's what you want to see from these guys. Hey, man, if y'all rocking with it here, man, appreciate y'all for showing love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. We'll be live for every single Chicago Bulls game this season. Y'all know the chat always coming through with some fun, man. Baki, when you going live with Pat, I want to see. Hey, man, we do that. We got some interesting lives coming this season. Maybe we'll get Baki on for a live too. We got some interesting stuff coming this season. Here's the one thing that I do know. When there's when there's money that's being funneled in where it needs to be, there's a lot of people that don't even know that they coming with us that's coming with us. Because there's been a lot of support for this show that didn't have to be here, and I'm all about giving back. 113.98, Bulls picking up the rebound there. Ayo bringing the ball up, trying to play some tough defense. We got a foul call here. It's going to go against Josh Jackson. So Ayo will be at the free throw line. I need to learn PNR from the Dragon early in the season. Oh, pick and roll? I need Ayo to learn pick and roll from the Dragon early in the season. Hey, bro, I ain't going to lie to you, dog. Marko Simonovic can't find his way into a game for nothing. Marco's going to get an opportunity to start all of game 4. Watch. Marco's going to get an opportunity to start every single game of game 4. Pull up mid-range, couldn't knock that one down. That's going to be it for the Bulls here. Here's Ayo Dosunmu bringing the ball across half court, and that is going to be how the game ends. Bulls take the win. C-Red Nation, drop them C-Reds in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all for showing love, and I'll tell you what, it's good to see the Raptors fans still showing love to DeMar DeRozan. It's good to see the Raptors fans still appreciating DeMar's contribution to the game, man. People that have been in the who have been in the building for a long time, man, rocking with DeMar, so that's cool to see. We got Andre Drummond knocking down three-pointers here as well, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and rocking with the show. As always, we're going to get straight into the post-game shows we're going to do all season. We're just going to go straight into the post-game show from the live call. So welcome in to the Chicago Bulls versus Toronto Raptors post-game show as we close this thing out. I love seeing all the C-Reds in the chat. Drive home safely, Chicago. Beep, beep. Appreciate you guys for showing so much love. If you haven't done so yet, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Let's break down some of what we just saw, man, because there's a lot of interesting things to get to with this Bulls team here after a game that finished out as a pretty dominant win, but I think most of us would say it wasn't that for most of the game. When you look at kind of how this game got started out, right, very methodical for the Bulls. Too many turnovers, though. So many turnovers for this team. I mean, the team finished out the game with 23 turnovers, but the story of this is how few there were in the second half because they went into halftime with 17 turnovers in the game, right? Ton of points off of those turnovers. I think you went into halftime with 12 points off of turnovers, if I'm not mistaken. But to me, right, you got to talk about the halftime adjustments, and we can actually talk about those because you saw the starters still in the game at halftime. And that's what's going to be big for the Bulls, right? The one thing to me that I thought the Bulls really struggled with last season, that it wasn't them getting into their game and continuing or changing the game plan to keep you going in the right direction. The one thing to me that the Bulls didn't do last season was those halftime adjustments, right? Like I looked at that and let me know in the comments if y'all agree. I looked at last year's halftime adjustments as a major issue for the Chicago Bulls. Billy Donovan sometimes didn't do it. Or to me, right, if something was working in the first half, we would go away from it in the second half because DeMar DeRozan wanted to get his shots up or DeMar DeRozan wanted to get cooking or something like that, right? Like for me, I'm looking at this season as, okay, here's an opportunity for you to come out and show me that, yeah, maybe you are just coasting through the first half. Maybe you are just moving through the motions, going through, just trying to keep the game close because you know there's time for you to pounce. And guess what? For all the people that looked at this game and said, hey, Zach LaVine played really poorly, Zach LaVine played really bad. And in the first half, he did, right? What'd he do? Came out immediately in the second half, knocked down a couple of three-pointers, got this to a three-point game. And those are the things that I'm focusing on here in preseason. How are you adjusting at the half? How are you changing your game at the half? How are you adjusting to what the team on the floor is doing at the half, right? Because doing more of the same isn't the answer. Now, I will say this, right? Last season, you do have to talk about the fact that there was a ton of guys that were injured all season. So when you're talking about adjustments at the half, right, there's not a lot you can do adjustment-wise if guys are injured. There just isn't. But if you're talking about, okay, how's this team going to adjust? How's this team going to change? When they're 100% healthy, now I'm looking at, okay, what's Billy Donovan doing here? What lineup is he starting out the second half with? What is he trying to focus on here? How's he trying to, right? And I think that that's the thing that's going to put the Bulls just moving in the right direction. Shout out to Brandon L. Jet in the chat. What's going on, brother? The big thing for me that I saw in this game, and let's look at some of the numbers here as well. Nikola Vucevic still cooking, but it's all about what you do around him. Offensively, second half, what do we start to see? Bulls start to knock down shots around Vooch. Vooch goes in the paint. Early on, Vooch was in the paint as well. But you didn't see Vooch really getting going in the paint because they were double teaming. Second half, come out, we're kicking it out, we're knocking down shots, we're getting open looks, there's good ball movement, there's not a ton of standing around, there's not a ton of ball watching going on. The motion for the Chicago Bulls is going to be the most important thing in this season. On both sides, you have to have good rotations offensively and defensively. And I swear, last season, there was so much of like, man, DeMar DeRozan's breaking Wilt records. I got to see this. And it's like, no, help him out. I say the same thing, right? And this is for many, like a Blackhawks reference that many may not, if you're not watching the Hawks right now or anything, you might not get it, right? But when you watch how players are playing with Patrick Kane right now, it's literally like you grew up watching Patrick Kane and you're amazed that he's on the ice, so you got to give him the puck because you want to see it. Right? Like that's what it looked like last season with DeMar DeRozan. Players were amazed that DeMar DeRozan was doing what he was doing, and so give him the ball. Keep giving him the ball. Keep feeding him the ball. But I love what we saw out of Vooch in this one, right? 13 and 9, 6 for 10, 25 minutes of play, had 2 assists, didn't have as good of a defensive game in this one, but again, just being in the right position a lot of times, right? Ayo Dosunmu in this game, 5 for 10. He was 2 for 4 from the 3-point line, 14.7 rebounds, 5 assists. Hey, listen, the stat lines are starting to look more and more like Lonzo every single game. That's a guy that, to me, and I think he solidified at that starting point guard spot, right? We've seen 3 games now of DeMar DeRozan, Ayo Dosunmu, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic. The only thing that's changed has been that 4 position with Patrick Williams and Javonte Green starting, and then today Derrick Jones Jr. I don't think Derrick Jones Jr. ends up getting a ton of minutes in today's game, throughout the season, I should say. Just because you kind of see the offense look a little more clunky when he's out there, just because there's not a lot that he can do. He's got one talent. Go up, dunk it. He can knock down the corner 3. But he's literally the player I create on 2K almost every year. A pure slasher. He's a pure slasher. You know what I mean? So to me, right, like I'm looking at, okay, who are the guys that are going to be able to help us out at that 4 position? Who are the guys that are going to be able to step in? It looks like Javonte Green's going to get a little bit of time there. But the whole point of me bringing that up was Ayo Dosunmu, to me, has locked down that point guard position and taken a hold of it, and I think he's going to be your starting point heading into the season. I like to see that from Ayo. Zach LaVine, he had 9 points, 2 rebounds. He was 3 for 9, 2 for 6 from the 3-point line, had 5 turnovers. The handle has not improved. The handle just has not improved. I don't know what to say about that, right? It doesn't look like it's improved. Maybe it'll be improved in the season. Derrick Jones Jr., again, 6 points, 2 for 5, didn't take a ton of shots, 2 rebounds. DeMar DeRozan, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 7 for 10, 7 for 7 from the free throw line. And I'll say this, Chicago, he had 3 steals as well, 4 turnovers on top of that. But I'll say this, Chicago, that is the DeMar DeRozan that I want to see. That's the DeMar DeRozan that I want night in and night out, because it sounds crazy, right, Pat? What do you mean you want DeMar DeRozan shooting that little? What do you mean that you want DeMar DeRozan being 21 points per game? If DeMar DeRozan is giving you that level of game, that means that DeMar DeRozan is facilitating more to young guys that are going to step up. That means that DeMar DeRozan doesn't have to put the same amount of workload on his back. Not to say he can't go out and give you the 35-point game. Not to say he can't go out and give you the Wilt record games. But I love to see that level of game from DeMar, because to me, if I'm looking at that level of game from DeMar, that's kind of like, okay, not only am I getting involved offensively, I'm getting involved defensively, I'm getting involved assisting the ball, I'm getting involved rebounding the ball, we're getting out on the break because I'm rebounding and I'm a good passer, right? Like, that's the kind of DeRozan that I look at and I say that's more of an asset to the Chicago Bulls coming into this season. That's the part that gets me the most excited about what we're going to see if we see DeMar have games like that, because I think then, right, you're talking about Zach LaVine. I think he'll play better than we're seeing most. Now Zach LaVine possibly has an opportunity to take a step. Hopefully, Kobe White and Patrick Williams both played pretty bad in this game. I mean, even you're talking about defensively, right? I didn't see a ton from Patrick Williams that I loved. Didn't see a ton from Kobe White that I loved. Got a couple of shots off that were okay. But, I mean, you're talking about guys now like Javonte Green. Javonte Green showing that he's going to be more than just a guy that I talk about bringing in for defense, right? If he can bring us something offensively, he's improved his three-point shot. Only 2 for 3 from the three-point line, but 17 points. He was 7 for 8 from the field, still getting downhill. Love to see that. 17, 5, and 1. Don't know if you'll see that consistently in the game, but all I'm asking for you is 12. You give me 12 points per game? You're knocking down the 3 ball. You're a threat from the 3-point line, right? Those are the things that make your star players better. Vooch is able to be better in those situations, because guess what? If Vooch is down low and he's down there banging in the paint, and then all of a sudden Javonte Green's open on the wing, boom, I'm gonna just kick this out because y'all got the double team on me because I'm Nikola Vucevic. Guess what? Pull up 3, cash, love it. That's what I want to see more of this season. Guys that the stars can rely on when they don't just have to be stars. I love seeing DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic cooking stuff like that. But the things that get me most excited is when you see the guys around them playing well, because then when they elevate their game, those guys are the guys that are going to be able to, okay, I can finish it out. You elevated your game and you got us here. Now I can finish this game out. And that's what I really want to see. 15 minutes from Dalen Terry. Dalen Terry's active. I mean, that's all you can say about it, right? Like, Dalen Terry, 15 minutes, 5 points. He was only 2 for 3. 2 rebounds, 3 assists in the game. Had 4 personal fouls, so pretty much using all his fouls. And that's pretty much his game, right? But he's active. He's moving. He's doing everything that he can for the Chicago Bulls. Honestly, he just is. He's doing move the ball here, pass the ball here, lay it up here. A lot of what we saw from DeMar. That's what excites me about this team. That's why I think there's a lot of players that can do things like that on this team. It's just about putting them together. Again, second game off of the bench for Patrick Williams, coming off of the bench. Didn't show you a lot. Didn't show you a ton of aggression. I really can't say that. He's 1 for 8. Showed you a ton of aggression, just didn't knock down the shot. 20 minutes. The bench is an interesting role when you're talking about what P. Will brings. I think that, to me, right, I look at that as a situation where there's an opportunity for you to get more shots because you're coming off of the bench. Maybe you feel more comfortable shooting that ball because you're coming off the bench. But the thing that I need to see is still you just – he has the intangibles to be dominant. But it's about the mindset. Dalen Terry, to me, doesn't have the intangibles to be dominant. Right? He's thin, a little bit shorter than what's Dalen Terry? 6'6"? What they got him listed as? I think they list him at 6'7", but you can kind of tell Dalen's getting the boost there. They list him at 6'7", but I don't know. But he doesn't let his size shrink him down. He doesn't let his size count him out. He goes down there and he makes a move. He says, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going to go get this rebound. I'm going to go get this layup. I'm going to muck the game up. I said muck. I'm going to make this game difficult. That's what I need to see from Patrick Williams. Patrick Williams has all the intangibles to be great. He does. AK believes in him. I can see that he has it. But you know who else I could see it with? And I've said this multiple times. I could see it with Otto Porter Jr. Otto Porter's a long player that can shoot the ball from anywhere. He can rebound the ball. He can dribble on the break. He can play defense. He can do anything you need him to do, but it's here. It's all about being here. What can you do here? I felt the same way about Andrew Wiggins. I feel like Andrew Wiggins is able to cook because the team's not on his back anymore. Can you figure out here? Can you figure out the mindset? Can you figure out that attack, that want to? Because I'll tell you what, even on the bench, Patrick Williams isn't showing me that he's making himself known. And I said this coming into here. Year 3 for me is the year when I look at almost every player and I say, hey, what are you going to do to separate yourself? Or what are you going to do that shows me that it's a step in the right direction? I did the same thing with Lowry. I did the same thing with Kobe. Did the same thing with name the player. Year 3 is the year for me where I say, listen, you've got 2 years of NBA basketball under your belt. You understand kind of how the game is being played. You understand at a minimum what you're looking at when you're going up against competitors. You've watched 2 years of tape against these guys. You should know something that's going to get you a step in the right direction. What are you doing that's putting a step in the right direction? It's preseason. I'm not losing my mind on Patrick Williams one way or the other. I'm just not. It's preseason. And I like that Billy Donovan is making a call that, in his opinion, he believes is the right call for the team. But the thing to me that you need to show me is that you're stepping in the right direction, whether it's off the bench or in the starting lineup. If you step in the right direction off of the bench this year, guess what? Patrick Williams took a step this year, and he was playing off of the bench. What's he do if he's back in the starting lineup? Right? That's the conversation. The conversation isn't, oh, Patrick Williams sucks, they had to put him to the bench. We don't care where you get your points from. Who doesn't love Jordan Clarkson? Chicago, we do not care where you score your points from. We don't care where you get your rebounds from, where you get your blocks from. We love Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson spent most of his career on the bench. I don't care where you get them from. It's about, can you get them? You have to show me the mindset. Right now, I'm not really seeing the mindset. Need to see more. Finally, I mean, listen, we can't leave here without talking about Andre Drummond, bro. Hey, Grindfest was hyping about it. He said, let's talk about Drummond. We can't leave here without talking about Andre Drummond. And I saved him for last for a reason. Andre Drummond, 15 minutes, 9 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. But it's not about him getting the points. It's about how he got the points. 9 points for Andre Drummond ain't surprising us, right? Listen, yeah, I could be talking about him going up and getting 2. I could go up and, a couple of layups, rebound, putbacks. That's 9 points is nothing for Andre Drummond. But this man not only went 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, but the entire time he's going, I got ice water in my veins. Take this with you. The entire time. Dog, the 2 open threes, right? Fun. Very entertaining. Love it. He hits one, I believe, both from the right side corner. Pull up, little unorthodox, right? Couple of open threes. I love it. But, bro, the last one with the defense closing out in his face, kick it out to the corner, pull up, trade, take it with you. Awkward. He's shooting like this, too. Like, he's got a little Joakim Noah in the Drummond shot. It's not sidewinding, but how the arms are out like this, little Joakim Noah, I don't know. But hey, that mug was falling and I was dying laughing on every single play. Andre Drummond, if you can do that, my good sir, welcome back. Here's the weird, right? Here's a serious moment. Serious moment. Because we know Drummond has been trying to add the 3-point shot to his game and just hasn't had an opportunity or a coach that says, go ahead and shoot it. Sometimes having a coach that says go ahead and shoot it can turn a player's career around. Andre Drummond is 29 years old. Andre Drummond is still a good defender. Andre Drummond is still an excellent rebounder. And if he's able to change his game enough to where he's getting a consistent look at the 3-point line and he's knocking down the 3-point shot, you could be talking about a Brook Lopez level game. Now, I'm not saying that's what it's going to become. I'm not saying that's how this season's going to go. But at a minimum, at least in preseason, Billy Donovan don't mind him taking them shots. And I'm going to be real with you. I don't mind seeing him taking them shots if he's knocking down them shots. I laughed every time. But guess what? I did the same thing when Brook Lopez did that. Because when Brook Lopez started shooting, I was like, why is Brook Lopez shooting? When Brook Lopez started knocking down threes, I was like, there's no reason for Brook Lopez to be shooting 3-pointers. This is not going to go well. And guess what? Last year, when I was talking about Brook Lopez, I was talking about, bro, he's such an asset to that team as a spark in the corner. He's such an asset to that team as such a spark on the 3-point line and then being able to go in and still be a big man inside the paint. I'm not saying that's what Andre Drummond's going to become, but if you have somebody that just says, I'm confident in you taking that shot, and you can knock that shot down at what? If he knocks that shot down at a 33% clip, you could be talking about a revitalized career for a guy like Andre Drummond, and the Bulls have him here for 2 years. 1 year and a player option on year 2. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen, but hopefully that's what happens, man. I know how that change happens, right? Like sometimes Al Horford absolutely extended his career because he learned to knock down the 3-point shot. Nobody looked at Al Horford's shot and said, nah, that's cash. Until he started doing it and he had some coach that said, no, take him, figure it out. And when he started knocking them down, guess what? Now we're talking about Al Horford being a 3-point threat. Al Horford being somebody that you can't leave open. You have to close out on. Not to say he's going to have a game like he had, I think it was in the finals, right, where he was cashing that mug in. Not to say that's going to be an every night game. That's not an every night game for Al Horford. That's not an every night game for Blake Griffin. That's not an every night game for name the big man that shoots the threes. But guess what? Sometimes changing your game comes down to just some coach saying, try it. And if it goes in, keep trying it. Guess what? He knocked down 3 of them. Keep trying it. If I'm Billy Donovan, keep trying it. You know what I mean? A lot of excitement from tonight's game. I am going to hop up off of here. This will be posted over on the Chicago Bulls Breeze and here as well. But we're going to be talking about the game over on Locked On Bulls, so I have to get ready for that. Also, I'm going to be live later tonight. What time is it? 7:46. This might be a late live. I'm gonna say right now, let's plan for 9 o'clock because I still have to do Sunday night show of the Daily Show. Got to talk about the Chicago Bears game today, what I like, what I dislike. So tune in later tonight as well. I'll be live breaking down Bears game tonight, and kind of what we saw from Justin Fields, what we saw from this offensive line. More hate for Sam Mustipher, bro. I've got so much hate for that. But yeah, I got a lot of content coming you guys' way. So thank you guys for tuning in and showing love as always, man. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, subscribe to the page. I do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel talking Bulls, how Chicago Bulls fans talk. Hey, yo, Chicago Bulls get a dub. See Red Nation. Y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.